respective council files. Items 32 through 52 are items for which public hearings have not been held. For item 51, the correct meeting title should read, Consideration of Resolution, Park Yaroslavsky, relative to establishing the city's position regarding Assembly Bill 1216, Maratsuchi, relative to requiring the Hyperion Water Reclamation Plant to develop, install, operate, and maintain fence line monitoring systems. The recommendations before council remain the same for item 51. Items 53 through 55 are closed session items considered by the Budget, Finance, and Innovation Committee. 10 votes are required for consideration.
Morning, Jimmy.
Great. Without objection,
Juliano, Ryan,
those
Rob,
items are now
Kenneth,
before us.
Nathan, Tiff, Jordan, Nancy, Chip, Jim,
Okay,
Pacifica,
do members have any items they wish
GRP,
to call
BJ,
special?
Sal, Babe, Dragon,
Mr. McCosker.
Thank you, Mr. President. Can I
Blur,
call item 31
Pete,
special for
Yessie,
comments?
Dreams,
31.
Francine,
Thank
Al.
you.
It's good to see all you
Mr.
guys.
Leone.
Hi, Bipolar. What's up,
To
LS?
continue item number 39 until July 5th.
Just started, guys. Mr.
Sorry,
Sachs,
say the
front
date,
row.
when?
Item number 39,
39.
Kiss,
Continued.
Swing, Quartz,
I'm sorry, to what date, sir?
Underground OG,
July 5th.
Tons, Bubba, Andy.
July
you
5th.
guys.
Okay, without objection. Mr.
Guys, I'm
Salvatore.
waiting for my coffee to get ready
Thank you
here,
much,
so
Council
any moment I'm
President.
going
I'd
to
like
pop,
call
run and grab my
17
coffee,
for a
and
separate
I'll
vote.
be right back.
Number 34 for comments, and 44 for a technical amendment.
44 for technical. Do you have that amendment?
It should be, the city clerk should, city attorney should have it, yes.
The clerk can read that.
I don't know if she can read, or he can read.
So the motion reads that I
got
move
weed?
that
Weed
item
milling, all right.
44, council file number 23-0702 on today's agenda be amended to change the
Got your
dates
coffee? Good
from
shit. Good shit.
April 1st, 2022
Yeah, the feed
through
stinks
June
and all that,
30th,
so.
2022.
I was rushing
to
to
new
get
dates,
ready.
which is April 1st, 2023 through June
April
30th,
Fools.
2023.
Okay.
It was an April Fool's joke.
Anyone else have any
Hi,
items
Misty.
special?
What's up,
Ms. Hutt?
Bacon?
Thank you.
Hi, John.
I'd like to call item
Alice?
24 special for comments.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, Ryan.
Mr. Lee.
Item 49 for purpose of an amendment.
The France
city attorney
riots?
should have the language and the
Probably
second
not.
On this amendment
I mean, they ride
is,
like every day.
Councilmember Soto Martinez.
They've been riding since the French Revolution.
Okay.
They
Clerk
hate
can read the
Macron.
amendment, please.
I don't know. Maybe.
On item 49, the motion reads
Macron.
that item number
Vive
49
la
on
France.
today's council agenda, council file 23
shit, that's been going on for fucking centuries.
0700 be amended
Literally
to
since
add
the French
following
Revolution.
recommendations, and there are 3 new recommendations.
Off with their
Recommendation
heads.
number 2, authorize the general manager
Sure you remember
of
it
the
all.
Department of Aging or designee to extend the
They do.
contract term
That's what I'm saying,
with
Jordan.
San Fernando Valley
And they've been
Interfaith
doing it
Council
for a
Incorporated.
long time.
SV
Not like it started 50 years ago.
SFVIC,
Been doing it a
agreement
long time.
C-141816 from July 1st, 2023.
All right, my coffee's got to be ready, so I'm
through
going to go
July
run over there and
31st,
grab it. Let me turn my cam off.
2023 For
I'll be
social,
right back in about
nutrition,
1 minute or
transportation,
less.
And evidence-based programs.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Services in Aging Service Area Number 1, Wilkinson Senior Multipurpose Center, and to allocate an
Morning,
amount
Manny.
not to exceed $135,000 and $1,035,447,000 on a prorated basis of grant funds to allow the transition of senior center operations to the winning proposer of the Multipurpose Senior Center Administration RFP, ramp ID 207061, and to prevent the interruption of services to the community. Recommendation number 3, authorize the general manager of the Department of Aging or designee to extend the contract term with Little Tokyo Service Center, agreement C-141934, from July 1st, 2023 through July 31st, 2023 for multilingual information and assistance services for Asian and Pacific Islander AAPI languages, and to allocate an amount not to exceed $5,193 on a prorated basis of grant funds to allow the transition of senior center operations to the winning proposer of the Multilingual Information and Assistance Services AAPI Languages RFP. Ramp ID 20.
Craig, I'm right here. I just to go get my
43. and to prevent the interruption of services to the community. Recommendation number 4, authorize the general manager of the Department of Aging or designee, subject to the approval of the city
Kevin?
administrative officer,
Jennifer?
to make technical changes and prepare any control or instructions as may be needed to effectuate the intent of this motion.
Okay, thank you. Any other items, members, to call special?
There we go.
Seeing, Ms. Hernandez.
Thank you, Council President. I would like to call items 15 and 22 special for comments, and I would like to move that for item 45, we receive and file, please.
Okay, 1522 special, and you want to receive and file 45?
Yes.
Pack this
We
first
can do
bowl.
that
Jim
without
Eaton,
objection.
thank you, Jim.
Receive and file
Thank you for
45.
always donating,
Is there a
Jim. I
second on that
appreciate you.
motion?
I'll second it.
Oh, I do, Catherine. Thank you so much. I'll go look. I gotta go at 5:00 anyways. Drop
Any
off a
other
bunch of
specials?
cards, so I'll check it today at 5.
Okay.
Thank you
Then
so
we're
much.
able
I
to vote
appreciate
on
you,
items that have
Catherine.
not been called special.
Catherine, you
Madam
know.
Clerk, which items are before?
Thank you. 1 second.
Fucking wait. Just
The council
jazzercise.
may now vote on items 3 through 12, 14,
This thing is, I'm telling you, bro.
16,
Look at the arm.
18
Look at the
through
arm.
21,
This shit is heavy.
23,
This shit is heavy.
and 25 through 30.
Shit'll get you buff, homie. And hydrate you at the same time.
If we
Water
could,
for days.
Open
Thanks
the
to
roll on those
Catherine.
items.
Did they
Close the
fix her
roll.
chair? I'm
Tabulate the
guessing.
vote.
13 ayes.
Okay.
I see Mr. Sachs there.
Closed session items.
Oh, two quick things,
expert.
really quickly, Mom. Really quickly, I have to tell you before I forget. Wednesday there will be no morning show. Wednesday, because I have a scheduled power outage at my house. Yesterday, DWP came by and they were like, "Hey, we're turning the power off. Transformer's no good. We need to replace the transformer." So from 9 to like 4 o'clock all day, I'm going to be without power, which is going to be really awesome because it's supposed to be like 94 degrees. So that's going to be awesome. Yeah, so we won't have that on Wednesday, just to let you know, okay?
There is a recommendation to expend up to $860,000 in settlement.
They all
For
do,
item
Moxie.
55 in the case
They all
entitled
you guys all
United
spoil
Neighborhoods
me,
for
Ron.
Los
I love it.
Angeles versus City of Los Angeles.
But I
There
love
is a
those things, like stuff like that I could really use, like the water bottle. That's something I use every day now, you know what I mean? So much better than the other water bottle I had, so... Yeah, I like it when I really get things that I can use. All the shirts, I can use them. You know, only one I can't wear really because it looks see-through. But other than that, everything, you know, all great.
13 ayes.
Great. Okay, we're going
What's up, Herb?
to, next on the agenda is to move to
All right, let me pack up
presentations,
this
but before
herb.
we do that, Ms. Rodriguez, you wish to be recognized for an important introduction. Ms.
Thank
Rodriguez,
you.
the floor is yours.
You're
Thank
sick?
you so
Well,
much,
feel
Mr.
better,
President.
Shelley. I'm
Colleagues,
sorry.
It is with great
Speedy
pride,
recovery.
as a Valley girl, as the most
I'm
senior
telling you
elected
now ahead of
female
time that
in
I'm
the
gonna be
building, here on the Los Angeles City Council.
Yes,
I
settlement,
have the great
James.
privilege of being joined today
Gary,
by
I saw your message
what I know will be
about the shirt. Gary, could you do me a favor? Just tell me what they owe you, and I will pay you for it, and we're done. That way you get a free shirt, and just don't order from them ding-dongs. I don't know what the deal is. Because usually the other company that I work with, they're good. But the Spring is the old. That was the first store I set up. So, yeah, apologize for that.
buff and people try to count
So
out
just let me know. I'll take care of you.
the women from
Hi,
the
Terry.
Northeast San
Hi,
Fernando
Forsaken.
Valley. But Ms. Padilla has demonstrated the tenacity, the grit, and the work ethic that we know is born out of a legacy of a passion for service to our community. Her victory comes as a result of no shortage of hard work, of great passion.
Can't like it from here, that's fine.
And just authentic
No options to thumb up.
care
Yeah, of
and
course,
love
because they
for the community,
you know,
that raised both
remember,
of us.
I'm harmful.
And so it's just so, frankly, it's just so
Jilly-
delightful for me to be in a position today.
Jilly, we don't really have a set schedule, you know, because again, we're about police chases. They pop off here and there. Now, other than that, when chases don't pop off, which sometimes they can go a month without having one, we do get on Tuesdays and Friday nights, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And of course, these early morning Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday 10 o'clock LA City Council meetings.
And the tenacity and the campaign that she led. It was with great heart, with great resilience.
I do my best to
that
not
she
have a,
got here
a set
on
schedule
her
because I
own.
think that's just
She
so
fought hard.
everybody's got
And
one.
she fought for the people that need
but
her
it is what it is.
to fight the hardest. And so I'm just so proud of you. Congratulations. Welcome to the LA City Council.
Uh-oh. So I guess she won. She's the one that won the
Well,
the
good
district
morning,
seat
everyone.
after
It
they,
is a pleasure to be here, and thank you, Councilmember.
after the
Rodriguez,
other
for
one
having
left
me,
because
and
of being
for your
racist.
support in this journey, and to all of the members who are present here that reached out or called or offered guidance. But more than anything, I'm incredibly grateful and happy to be here on behalf of my family, my friends, and the
Allison
community,
Hoover, thank you, Allison.
that for so long, I worked to organize and help empower.
Thank you for the support,
to
Allison.
Make sure that they always knew that their stories were also important in these halls of power.
They all are,
And
Red
it's that
Fox.
work that I've done over the years that I think helped propel me to get here, and I'm excited to now be someone that can sit here and bring that
She's Spanish?
that culture
Don't know her
of
background.
reminding folks that the community is really why we're here. And, Councilmember Rodriguez just mentioned, I come from a community, we are the communities that we both love. And I've always said, Councilmember Rodriguez loves parts of my district just as much as I love parts of her district. But the truth is that I can actually say that for a lot of your districts.
I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's Honoree Martinez, which was the one of the other. Look, there was 4 that got caught on tape. Okay, we only know De Leon. Why? Because he was the one that got the guts and the nuts to stay there, right? The other 3, which one of them was Honoree Martinez, a lady. I'm thinking that she is taking Nuree's job or District 6. So I could be wrong. But I think that's what the deal was.
Ms. Padilla, thank you.
And they
Ms.
did a
Rod-
special election yesterday. Remember, I was telling you about that. And today, obviously, they have the results by today. And here you go.
all the great work that we can all do together to make our city great.
So now you'll see
With
her
that, we're going to move
face.
to presentations, and we're going to begin with a presentation from.
Well, it's not about
Councilmembers
being a good-looking
Hutt
girl, though,
and
GRP.
Harris
It's about
Dawson.
doing the job right. I don't care if you're the ugliest motherfucker.
So if you
If
would
you
come forward
don't,
and
if you do your job the
lead us
best
in this
to the nth
South
degree,
LA Pride
that's who I
presentation.
want in that seat. I don't care about what you look like, how much money you got, what the color of your fucking skin is. I don't want an affirmative action hire. I want somebody who's the best for the job, no matter what the color of their skin is. Whoever is best for the job. Not because of their age, their race, their sexual gender,
Good morning, everybody.
their
Thank you so
fucking
much,
sexual proclivity.
Council
None of
President
that.
and members,
Just can't we get the best for the job, whoever
Councilmember
that
Hutt
may
and I
be?
are, happy and proud.
Can't we do
to
that?
Celebrate.
What happened to that?
What was formerly known as Black Pride Weekend. We now have co-opted it and we call it South LA Pride. Historically, in the Pride movement, folks from the African American community didn't always feel super welcome going to West Hollywood. Making it from our communities to there and back wasn't always super safe and super welcoming. And so as a result, activists came together and created something called Black Pride Weekend, which is the first weekend in July.
That's
they
too
met
old school.
At the beach. Councilman Rosendahl gave them a space in CD11 so that they could be
No,
there
Randy,
close
he's
to home
cool.
at the beach and have a celebration. So today, Councilwoman Hutt and I are very proud to recognize 2 people.
Bro, did you
and
have to
also
come with the 19
promote,
pack with your
what's
shirt open?
gonna
Like,
be,
bro,
I
we
think,
would've-
the
Really?
fitting cap to a great Pride Month.
Did he
in
really
Los
have to come
Angeles
out with the
South LA
fucking shirt
Pride
all open
on
and
the
like,
weekend
you know,
of July
man, come on,
15th. So
bruh.
with that, Councilwoman Heather Hutt.
Thank you,
Come on, man.
Councilmember.
Just close your shirt up. Y'all
Thank
good.
you. Thank you, Mr.
Don't
President.
need to do
Is
that.
it on?
Nobody want to see
You
that.
can't hear me? Okay. I'm not talking loud enough. Okay. Today, I have the privilege
All right,
to
guys.
stand before you and celebrate the remarkable accomplishments of 3 exceptional individuals that you see on the screen. They're pillars of the LGBTQIA+ community, and they are carrying on the July 1 Let's Go to the Beach, and this is a safe space for us event. In 1998, while facing the devastating HIV/AIDS pandemic, disproportionately it affected the Black community. the Black LGBTQIA+ community. Dwayne Bremon and Will Harris and a group of friends united to provide support where none existed and organized the first official Pride event in Los Angeles. With limited resources, they invited 50 individuals to a beach gathering on the 4th of July weekend. What started with 9 people has now turned into 400 people seeking community and normalcy and acceptance. The grassroots efforts became a beacon of hope, resembling the resilience and unity of Black Pride community while inspiring many more events. Misty Bell Renfro, Roz Renfro, and Thea Williams have not only made their own remarkable contributions, standing at the forefront of the ongoing LGBTQIA+ rights and well-being, but they also continue the legacy with a group of friends. They cannot be with us today because they're setting up fences and porta potties and all the things to get ready for tomorrow. And then in the 10th District, Councilmember Marquise Harris Dawson and myself are supporting the South LA Pride event, which will be at the Michelle and Barack Obama Sports Complex on July 15th. So we're asking that you come join us and celebrate. Remember?
Thank you so much.
Carlos, 24/7. Thank you so much,
And
Carlos. I appreciate
proud
you.
to present an honoree for
Thanks, Carlos.
The 8th District, who's just doing amazing work, and it is an example for how we all should be and how we should all relate to our communities. Mr.
Love the hat.
Gerald Garth has a storied
Fucking hat is
career,
rad.
starting with being one of the first leaders, African-American
Got a
leaders
beaded
of
shirt
LA
and
Pride,
that hat.
working with all the key LGBT organizations in Southern California.
Yeah,
playing a
V.
leadership
Marie, I've
role
seen
in
a little
those,
bit on the news, not too
playing
much.
a leadership role in
Hi,
the
Calamity Girl.
HIV
Morning.
prevention movement in the Black community specific. One of the challenges that happens for LGBT people in the African American community is that with everything else that's happening and all the survival tactics that folks have to do just to make it, lots of times families are not welcoming to their LGBTQ relatives. And so one of the things that has to happen is that we have to provide housing for those folks. And Gerald and his team, I was happy to visit. There was a picture that flashed up of us in front of it, all in around South.
By the way, really quickly, report came out yesterday on every news station here in Southern California. Homelessness in Southern California, in Los Angeles, up 9%. Up 9%. That's how good they're doing putting the homeless away into these homes and shelters. And I got to tell you, you got to know that they lie to you about everything. You know that, right? There isn't anything they tell you truthful, right? You got to know that, right? So you know that 9% really meant 19%.
To their organization.
Guaranteed, because it
And
looks
so
like it went
I
up
am
29%.
proud to,
Go look
stand
around.
next to and present. Yeah, now everybody knows you got money, man. I'm proud to.
They're busy patting themselves on the back. Remember that. Telling you how good Karen Bass has done.
Mr. Gerald Garth, honoree for this year's South LA Pride.
Oh, Mr. 50 Guns is there.
Thank
I see
you.
him.
Very special thank you to Councilmember Harris Dawson, Councilmember Hutt, and a special thank you to my friend Jasmine Canick.
Oh, Andrew the Amazing back there with his
just wanna
mask.
lift a few things. We know
And
that
Stacy
so much
Cigar
now
Bollinger
more
next to
than
him.
ever that,
Don't see Mr.
solidifying
Herman.
The movement is necessary, and so I use the phrase often that
Or Harlan.
none of us have to do everything if all of us do something. And so I am compelled to say, while we are celebrating me and my great team and the great work that we're doing, this is also a continued call to action to everyone in this room and beyond, to know that there is still a great deal of work to be done, and that we all have a wonderful and exciting opportunity to do that work. And so, again, I'm very honored for this opportunity and this distinction, and look forward to the opportunity to lead even more great work together as we continue to make change in some of the most impacted communities, including Black communities, LGBTQ+ communities, and a host of other communities, knowing that, again, that we are stronger together. Thank you again, everyone.
Thank you so much.
I don't think he could do 8. I think he could only do 4.
So, on behalf of
even
all
if he
of us
was
here at the Los Angeles
reelected,
City
I think.
Council and the Pride community, we want to present to you
He's
this
already done almost a full term.
recognition for the work that you've done in our
Or
community.
did do a full term. Really. Yeah, right, Wolf? I agree with you, Wolf. Exactly. What great work. See, they're always so busy telling you how good they're
Thank you
doing
very
and all the
much.
great work that's happening. But then you look around, even the news trying to tell you, lessen the
public
bullshit
comment
for
now.
you.
And please note, today's meeting includes a call-in option for the public comment. Public comment will be both in person and in the
I had no
council
idea
chamber
what that
and
cost.
via teleconference.
Yeah,
Let's
non-profit,
start with
right,
folks who are
Brown?
here. Read,
It's like
three names.
BLM,
If I read your names,
non-profit.
come on up. Arnold
Buy
Sachs,
large Mansons.
Candido, followed by Andrew Gravener.
All right, so and
Sachs,
Mr. Sachs coming up top.
Oh, wait, before you do, go
Under
ahead
or
and-
over, under or over, under or over. Hurry up. I'm saying
Thank
over.
you. As indicated on the agenda, members of the
going
public
over
wishing
today.
to offer public comment should call 669-254-5252
You wanna call? There you go.
and use meeting ID number 160.
There's Randy says over. BJ says over. Sal says
press
under.
Pound. Then press pound
Robinson
again when
says
prompted
over.
for participant
Zero
ID.
says over. Fish
Once
says over.
admitted into the meeting,
Terry
press star
says
9
over.
to request to speak. When it
Let's
is
see.
your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press star 6 to unmute. Let me repeat, call
Everybody says over today, huh? Me too.
254-5252
Gonna go crazy.
and use meeting ID number
Cat says under.
160-535-8466 and press pound. Then press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press star 6 to unmute. Thank you.
I'm not a real big beach person.
To members of
Beats,
the public, when it is your
but
turn to
Zuma's
speak,
nice,
please
Malibu's
state which of
nice.
the items you would like to speak on.
You know, Manhattan
You have
Beach,
1 minute per
Redondo.
item to speak,
Not
up to
Redondo,
3 minutes
Manhattan
total,
Beach.
and 1 minute for
Laguna
general
Beach,
public comment.
down in the OC.
Speak to the items
Those are the
before
nicer
beginning
ones.
general public comment. We will tell you when your time is up. When speaking on agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers
Bro,
as we
just
can.
record this
If
shit.
you are not speaking on topic, or
So
if we
easy.
cannot tell that you are speaking
I'm going
on
to take
topic,
your job.
you will get one brief warning from me or the president.
What items would you like
If
to
you do not immediately and
First
clearly
caller,
get back
which
on
items would you
topic,
like to speak
or
on?
if you again stray off topic,
I mean, bro, I
you
can
will
replace
forfeit
you
the
in a
rest of your
minute.
speaking time,
That's all I need is
and we
me
will
and
move on
this.
to the next
And I
speaker.
could get a monkey to
The
sit here
items
and
open for public comment are 1,
just tape the
2,
other buttons over.
and
It's the only
32
button for him to
through
hit.
52. For members of the public calling in to speak, when it is your turn to speak, an automated message from Zoom will prompt you to press star 6.
Look what
to
I'm
unmute
watching while you
yourself.
guys are watching that.
If you do not do so, council staff will prompt you once more. If you
Watching
do
the
not
nightlife in
immediately unmute
Thailand.
yourself, when prompted by staff, you will forfeit
popping
your
here in
time and
Thailand.
we will move on to the next speaker. If you are listening to the council meeting on your computer, channel 35, or another device, please turn down the volume on those devices immediately when it is your turn to speak. Because of feedback and a time delay between the live meeting and
Caller?
the broadcast, it will cause a lot of confusion.
How does
if
my
you continue
vagina
to
look?
listen on your other devices. Also, for our callers, please remember to keep an ear to the phone so you know when it is your turn to speak. Thank you. Good morning,
Caller,
speaker.
I
If
just
you could
shaved
please
it.
Remind us of the name that you signed up under and the items you would like to speak on.
Yes, good morning.
Mr. 50 Guns.
Item 42, 43.
It's not Bangkok. It's Thailand, but it's not Bangkok. It's
45 and public comments.
Surami Beach or
Okay,
something.
You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute
Samu
for general
Beach,
public comment.
Samu Beach.
Item 42 is about
like that?
the homeless issue, and it was nice to hear Ms. Bass come on board and let us really know what's happening with the homeless issue. Yeah, it's increased 10%. One of the issues she brought up, and one that I brought before this council, was the motorhomes. One motorhome can destroy a whole neighborhood. And yet we have DWP properties throughout this great city where these motorhomes could be relocated. They would have access to waters, to bathrooms, and not only that, but the nurseries would benefit from it because they could use the help in the rent because DWP charges a lot on that. So, Madam Mayor, wherever you are, I hope that you really will focus on getting these motorhomes off the streets.
Little kids coming
cleaning
in.
up our neighborhoods and giving back our neighborhoods to the communities. Secondly, the next item is in regards to the funding for lighting up City Hall and the 6th Street, I believe it's the bridge. Let's do that. Let's do that. Absolutely do that. But let's make sure that if this is the bridge, the new bridge, the beautiful bridge, that we don't allow a bunch of thugs and a bunch of punks to take it over, destroy it with their cars and car racing and all that stuff. We have that enough in our
Bunch of
neighborhoods.
thugs.
And living up in Porter Ranch, boy,
Shop
you
for the
ought to see
kids.
how bad it's gotten, boy. The little gangsters are, and they're not even gangsters, they're punks doing this stuff, taking over the street. So I hope that we light up City Hall
Just
and
punks.
the bridge, and I hope we also remember the First Amendment right here that's being denied over and over again. Tuesday and Wednesday, I was denied public speaking. Whoever the clown in here that is doing that,
So,
believe
Mr.
me,
Candido,
I will find out.
would
who
you
it
like
is.
to move over to general public comment?
No. We still have the item of the funding for the kids, sir. I have that one.
There's the
Thank
kids.
you. I have a minute for that one. Tuesday, Wednesday, I had to listen to this Donald Trump Jr., who is friends with Miss Dumont and Camille, who assaulted some seniors, talk about how the cadet program, a program that has worked, the Jeopardy program, which has worked, which has helped kids change their lives. And I can name them right now. I can name 10 of these kids that have gone on because the Jeopardy and the cadet program has done wonderful things. But he takes the one incident and he says, oh, look, this is what they do. He was accusing the officers of molesting the children. That's not what happens. These kids' lives are changed forever. And so Donald Trump
Mr.
Jr., please, get your facts straight before you start talking and hurting people when there's so much good that is happening with these programs. So please, let's move on to public comment.
He's talking about Andrew Grabner.
It's funny, when I was on the Porter Ranch Pacific plan, and I remember Mr. Burnson, he said, Candy, I want you on this thing. I said, sure. And he told me, there's going to be a lot of racism on this. Walmart's going to come in and they're going to say, well, now the Mexicans are going to come in and they're going to graffiti our neighborhoods. They didn't. We had a beautiful community. But what's happened now?
What an
the
asshole.
gangsters with their little cars. You folks and the city council before you allowed no parking zones to become parking zones, and now they literally have destroyed Reseda. They've gone up Cessna. We have graffiti all the way to the Burnson Park.
Who
And
did
why?
it?
Because you folks won't look at that again. Say, why are we still allowing this to happen? COVID's over. COVID's over. So why not give our streets back to us? Stop the illegal parking. They don't need to be there smoking their dope and doing their other stuff that they're doing. Please, this council. And Ms. Padilla, I will be here when you retire in about 14 years. So I'm going to keep an eye on you. I hope you do.
He's an idiot. Apparently, Mexican people are the
Okay,
only
thank
ones
you
who
very
do
much,
graffiti,
Candido.
or he thinks it.
Next
And then he
speaker,
was really surprised when it didn't happen.
We have
What a
Arnold
fucking
Sachs,
idiot
Andrew
this dude
Graber,
is.
and
And
Angela
ask him.
Gonzalez-Torres.
Love to ask him if he ever got rid of any of his guns.
If
Here
I've
we
called
go.
the name,
You
yeah,
guys
come
already
up
did
and
it. Here we
sign,
go.
on the on-deck circle.
Good morning, Speaker. If you could please remind us of the name that you signed up under and the items you would like to speak on.
I put it in the kiosk, so it should be on your screen for your convenience, but since Blumenfeld refuses to look at the screen, I signed up for 32, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, and general public comment.
Okay, you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
All right, let's start off with, let's just go ahead and start off with 31, I guess. Actually, wait, hang on. I think I may have, it's 32 is what I was going to start with. Yeah, so 32 is putting another star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Not really opposed to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's a tourist destination, but there's a lot of better things the city could be doing right now. Getting people housed, actually trying to get rid of Kevin De Leon. So maybe putting Hollywood Walk of Fame stars, putting more stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame shouldn't be the city's priority right now. All right, moving on to item 30. Let's go with item 41. Item 41 is a street banner campaign from Kevin De Leon and Staffer B. So Kevin De Leon shouldn't be having anything on the agenda right now. I don't care what it is. If Kevin De Leon has anything on the agenda, it should be all of you should vote no. But all of you are just like Kevin De Leon, and you don't want to have to resign when your recordings come out, so you're just helping Kevin De Leon right now. Item 42 is another KDL motion. Again, vote against the Kevin De Leon motions. Item 43 is a lighting up Kevin De Leon and Officer Tracy motion to light up City Hall and the 6th Street Viaduct for our Independence Day. First of all, define our Independence Day. Now let's talk about how Kevin De Leon constantly urinates and stomps on democracy every day. He continues to be on this council. Kevin De Leon worked to disenfranchise voters in the redistricting process. Kevin De Leon, you know, black and indigenous voters, tenants, he worked to gerrymander the districts so that the people that he and Honoree and Gill and Ron Herrera didn't want on the council wouldn't get on the council. Worked to disenfranchise voters and craft the city council in their image for the next 10 years. So Kevin De Leon doesn't care about democracy. Kevin De Leon is anti-democracy, just like most of you are. And so Kevin De Leon's honoring democracy is just bizarre. Quickly, 44 is supplemental services provided between April and June 2022 at Echo Park Lake. What were those supplemental services? That was while Mitch was still on the council member for the district, so that's Echo Park. What are the local programs, services, and needs in CD?
General public comment?
All right, general comment. Saw most of you quickly ran out after the presentation. You didn't want to have to hear her public comment. But for those of you who happen to be paying attention, I don't know if any of you are, and people at home, let's talk about what Kevin De Leon did on Wednesday afternoon in the council chamber. Yeah, so on Wednesday, as at the end of the meeting, Kevin De Leon seemed to be threatening me. I don't know if he was trying to start a fight or something. But Kevin De Leon was just, he came out to this side because he's pretending to care about the truckers. And he was like, Andrew, where are you going? I'm standing here in fear because Kevin De Leon has a history of assaulting people. This is who you all sit alongside. You have a long recess. Get him off the council during this recess.
Wow, 29 ums. 29 of them. And I hate to break it to you, but it's not a democracy. It's a constitutional republic.
Good morning.
Constitutional republic, not a democracy, Andrew.
Councilmember Hernandez or Kevin De Leon is on the
And
floor.
Andrew, I'm going to just tell you. Andrew, I'm guessing you didn't go to elementary school here. You know what I mean? Pledge of Allegiance. Do you remember the Pledge of Allegiance? To the republic for which it stands. It doesn't say for the democracy for which it stands. Recite the goddamn fucking song that you learned when you were fucking 3!
The name that you signed up under?
Oh, I'm just trying to confirm that my council members are on the floor. They're present?
Sorry.
Yeah? Oh.
We can't have a back and forth, but the folks on the board are listed.
Guess you don't remember that in fucking elementary school. For the republic for which it stands. It's in the fucking song.
Public comment.
In the fucking song, and I didn't make it up.
Thank you. Good morning.
Doesn't say anything about democracy and for which it
For
stands.
the Historic
Andrew.
Highland Park Neighborhood Council. It was brought to our attention that the recent Slow Streets installments caught many stakeholders by surprise. As an executive board, we have been unable to answer questions regarding who applied for or who approved the roundabouts, who the sponsor or who is responsible for upkeep, and why there was seemingly no community input. Even subscribing to LA Dot's newsletter, and this is not a criticism of them, but I didn't even know that this would be installed until after the fact. Other questions we've received include necessity, effectiveness, design, and who they are for. A well-intended program to help community members feel safer has also resulted in many questioning whether the new intersection improvements were to better the neighborhood for existing tenants or to appeal to incoming ones. We recognize that we urgently need protections for longtime residents of Highland Park. This initiative is a valid one. Can I just finish? I'd like to invite the transportation deputy for CD1 and 14 to get in contact with us to prevent slow street initiatives.
Thank you, Speaker. Your time has expired.
We have to keep the same time for everyone, but let you finish the sentence.
Who's this
and
guy?
staff will come
I don't
speak
think I ever
to you.
seen
So if
him
you just
before.
hold on the side there, Staff will come to speak with you. Next was Arnold Sachs, followed by Carl McCrary, followed by Daryl Thomas. We're supposed to go in the order that we're called?
Yeah, that's right. Well, fucker, don't be skipping.
But go ahead. You're there. We'll let you do your time. But we really, folks, I call the names in the order that they're given to me here, and we want folks to do it. Go ahead.
No organization.
Thank you very much. Mr. Fable, once again, I need to speak to you.
Which items are you speaking for?
I was told by Nathan Robbins' office that I need to speak to the city attorney on a particular case.
Okay, so general public comment?
Yeah, yes, sir.
It's okay. 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
What the hell's
Mr.
going
Fable,
on?
I need to speak to you according to Nathan Robbins' office. I need to speak to the city attorney's office. Therefore, I can't speak to her anymore. The issue at hand is there's a convicted registered sex offender, child sex offender that just won in the neighborhood councils. And I've addressed this numerous times. That person is not allowed to be on a commission or do anything for the city. And the issue with that staff member is, yes, they are, because they're people too. And they referred me to the city attorney's office. As you know, I'm not the client, so the city attorney's office has no duty to me. I did ask who I talked to, and that person did not want to converse anymore. And as I'm speaking now, my tone is very negative as they pursued it. So I need to get more clarification on what should be done about this convicted sex offender that's registered on Megan's Law that just got elected for the neighborhood council. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Wow. Another
Thank
Democrat
you.
that's a
Arnold
sexual,
Sachs, followed by Carl
sexual
McCrary, followed by
predator.
Daryl Thomas.
Not a shocker. Not a shocker. Here we go, Mr. Sachs.
Good morning, Mr. Sachs. Which items would you like to
Dude, he's
speak
got his
on?
glasses on today.
I signed up for a bunch of different items, but I'll speak on item 2, item 52, item 44.
Forsaken.
And,
it's because they protect
public
those people
comment.
now.
Okay, you have 3 minutes.
Just like
for
he
the
told
items
you.
and
They're
1 minute for
maps.
general
They're not
public comment.
pedophiles. They're maps.
Please begin with the items.
Okay. Item number 2, I refer to page 7. It's pretty interesting. I actually went to the hearing for that. Page 7 refers to this CEQA appeal for sidewalk repairs.
It can't.
And on
Yes,
page
Oscar.
7, there's number 2. The project is categorically exempt from CEQA pursuant to state CEQA guidelines, Article 19, Section 15301, parentheses C. The bottom line on that paragraph says that none of the limitations set forth in state CEQA guidelines 15300.2 apply. But you didn't use 300.2. You used 301 parentheses C. So what the hell's going on? You use one and then you complain about the other. Where does that leave the public? The public's getting screwed again. Who's in charge? It's all the drug money in LA. It's the drug capital of the United States. It's all fucked up. I'd also refer to
Nice ass.
52 to prohibit potable water for non-functional turf purposes. Of course, it's non-functional turf. That's AstroTurf. Who's going to water Astro-freaking turf? How stupid are you? You're scraping the bottom of the barrel. I'd refer to item 44.
Who's watering the
fund
AstroTurf?
is
I need to know.
triple black X. But it's 4 X's. So which is it? Again, the public's getting screwed.
3 or 4.
You have people staying at the hotel right over here. Damn, what the hell's it called? It's at the corner of Hope and Fifth. I'll think of that in a second. Let's talk about the headboard signs on buses.
Let's go.
Why aren't you listing rewards for people that are getting killed? The murder rate is going up.
It's true.
It's incredible. What happened to the Antifa? What the hell was that all about?
So,
Antifa?
Speaker, I'm not sure which item you're
Antifa?
speaking on. Could you either please identify the item, or we'll move you to general public
I
comment?
haven't, Venom.
That's
I haven't
fine.
looked.
1 second.
Yeah, Genius is watering fake grass, right, LG? I need to see that. I wouldn't even doubt it. Wouldn't doubt
But
it.
there are people staying in a hotel that costs $100 a night. Homeless people. How could you have people staying there? Public comment. Again, talk about the headboard signs on these buses. Why aren't you investigating what's going on in Metro? What about the construction authorities? That system, the subway system, is all fucked up. They only have one subway going north to North Hollywood. They don't have 2 subway lines going west from downtown LA. That system is screwed up. He used the fucking drug money for the Orange County Building and Trades Association. And why is the Crenshaw Corporation the only corporation in all the construction authorities? What happened to the construction authorities? What the fuck is going on? Where did they get $3 billion for LAX? What the hell is going on? Why aren't you putting on a reward? What about public service announcements? They're not using buses for public service announcements. What the fuck does FYC mean? Oh, I know what it means. Fuck you, cracker. Why is Simone Biles eating crackers? Why is she eating...
Next speaker.
Thank
Another
you.
one.
Next is Carl McCrary, followed by Daryl Thomas, followed by Derek Martinez.
I know what it stands for.
Daryl Thomas, Derek Martinez.
Oh, he was
Good morning,
great.
Speaker. If you could please remind us of the name that you signed up
Uh-oh.
for and the item
Oh,
you would
man,
like
the
to
little
speak on.
kids had to hear, fuck you, cracker.
Good morning. Am I able to speak now?
Holy
Is it
shit.
okay to speak?
Of course the kids
Good
had to hear
morning.
that.
My name is Carl McCrary. If you can hold the clock for 1 second,
Mom,
I want to introduce you.
I heard some fun
to our
stuff today.
Young
Fuck you,
Heroes
cracker.
Program. What? The kids that are behind me. Again, my name is Carl L. McCrary. I'm with the Young Heroes Leadership Academy program. It's under the nonprofit Heroes Rescue Mission. I'm a military veteran, so it is a military veteran-ran program. And give me 2 seconds.
Man, shout out to little kids. The ones that are doing good. Sad that they got to go through this. They're not smart enough to bring the kids in first and honor the kids first. They weren't bright enough to do that. Knowing goddamn well that they know that even if Mr. Herman ain't there, some usual suspect's going to dig into him. Damn, homie got some strong brows. Look at his brows. Dang, bro. Them shits is bulletproof. I swear that shit could take an AK round. Clacking.
Welcome. And which district are you guys in?
We are in District 12 and 7.
Strong ones, Rosewood, as fuck.
We are District 12
Stacy
and
Cigar
7.
Bollinger, there she is back there with her hat on.
Program,
All right, so you have
we are here.
go ahead with 1 minute on the item.
Say again.
Damn it.
We'll give you 1 minute on the clock. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. This program
Major pain.
is here in LA. We have been within LA County for the past 7 years. We started at a park. We went
That's
from
funny,
a
major
park
pain.
into LAUSD. This is our 7th year as a program. We've been in the district about 4 years. We started with 1 school. Now we got 2 schools. We just graduated the class of 2023 with almost 50 kids, about 44, 45 kids. Now we're here because we've been paying out of pocket. My wife and I. I'm the founder CEO. She's the COO. We've been paying out of pocket. Parents have been paying. You see, they're committed. All their parents are with us. We need funding. It's not a lot. My wife Kika brought paperwork to show you it's only 1 sheet of paper. You can look through and see the cost of it, but we need to spread this program out. We're dealing with suicide, all kinds of issues. This program is changing kids' lives.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay.
We don't care that you're trying to help kids out.
I have to give everybody equal time. We gave you the.
We don't care that you're trying to help out
We have
little
other
kids.
people, I believe, from your group.
We
who
don't
are-
care
who are
about
signed
the
up to
youth.
speak.
We're going to indoctrinate the shit out of them, not educate the shit out of them. And your time's up.
HeroesRescueMission.com. Okay, thank you very much. I believe some of the other names, maybe from the group.
And
Daryl
let's get the
Thomas,
police in here to remove the
Martinez,
veteran who's helping the kids.
Juliana
Did you see that?
Sanchez.
Did you see that? Him escorting
If you've heard
them?
your name and you
Did you
signed
see
up to
that?
Speak, you can come forward.
Look at him, 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 look at him. Like, hey, man, you got to go. Sorry, bro. There's a cop right there. Sorry, bro. Sorry, vet. You got to go. Take your kids and you got to go.
Derek Martinez.
Okay?
Juliana
See how that really
Sanchez,
works? They flip that camera around so
Dana
you don't
Thomas,
see that shit.
Cecilia Toledo,
Sorry, man. You're going to have to get the fuck out of here with your
Kellum
kids.
I
We
believe
don't
we're
care.
probably all from the same
Yeah,
group,
we're going
so
to need you to get up out of
you Can
here.
each line up and I'm assuming you
That's
want to
the
do
real
general
part
public
right
comments, so you can have 1 minute each. Go ahead. State your name and your comment.
My name is Daryl, and I am the president of the Young Heroes After School program for Plum Elementary.
Thank you.
And this program, I learned how to be the perfect young hero soldier, and I learned discipline in this program.
It's a good thing, man.
And we also help in our community as well. And what I like about this program is how I do the drills and how we also have fun and how we do a lot of other things. And we're not just an after school program, we're also a family. And as our back of our shirt says, young heroes never give up. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
It's a strong young man right there.
All right.
Shout out to him. I'm proud of that kid. He didn't have to get on his phone to talk to you for a minute either. From the heart. So you 30-year-olds, take a look at that young man who's probably 10, 12 years old max.
I'm going to be representing Young Heroes and why you should fund them. I just want to start off by saying thank you to Carl and Kika for all the amazing things you have done for us in our community. I will never forget how you guys helped me become a better person and taught me what it meant to be a loving and positive human being. I have an especially fond memory of Carl having a talk with me and saying that I should always obey and do whatever my parents ask. Young Heroes is an amazing program that has taught me about how important community is and different ways I can contribute and give back. I've been a part of Young Heroes for 3 years now and have made amazing friendships. We're here asking for your help and support to keep this amazing program alive so kids can continue to get to learn and thrive with the support of Young Heroes.
Shout out to that man. Good, another good kid right
We
there.
are the future.
You are the future. And that's why every dollar that's going to homelessness should go to these kids. Okay? And a group just like them. Make this group everything for these kids. Okay? Don't give up on the future. Give up on the past. That's the past out there. They want to be where they're at, most of them. So don't give up on them. Give the funding to them.
Sanchez. I go to Norwood Elementary. Young Heroes has taught me discipline and courage and integrity, something that I will carry with me throughout my life. It's something that I will cherish, and
Not one, Baldo. Not one either. Notice that, Andrew? Amazing. None of these kids are every 2 seconds. Notice that?
I'm very grateful to be able to join this program with Mr. Carl and Ms. Kika believing in us and believing in me. I'm so grateful that I'm able to participate in something that has thank you.
You can finish your sentence and then we'll move to the next speaker.
That has something
I'm grateful to be part of something that has such a positive impact in my life and so many other children just like myself.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Next is Dana Thomas, Cecilia Toledo, followed by Bukeka McCrary.
Good morning. My name is Dana Thomas. I'm a parent of Daryl Thomas, part of the Young Hero program. Since my kids have joined the Young Heroes program, they've learned a lot more about respect, values, helping their community, kids with poverty, and also become friends with other people at other schools. So they really like the program. I like the program for my kids, and it would do us justice if you would give us funding so we can continue this process going on. It's a great program for all kinds of students, and we learn about different cultures, different nationalities, different countries, and it just helps the kids as well learn the same issues and values. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, I just found them on the online.
Cecilia
Heroes
Toledo,
Rescue
followed
Mission,
by
the Young Heroes Academy. I'm going to donate them the money that you guys gave me today, if you guys are all right with it.
My name is Cecilia
I think we
Toledo.
should donate it. What do you guys think?
I'm sorry if I get emotional, but you have no idea how much Young
I
Heroes
mean, it's up to you guys, but I'd like to do it. Allison, Carlos, all you guys, Jim, Amy, Craigo.
So much.
If
But
that
she
would be
was a
all right.
volunteer with those kids. I just want all of you to please.
You guys
keep in
almost
mind,
gave me
these
$100.
kids are
I'd
the
rather
future.
have that, let
And
them
we
have
want
it.
a better future for this country and
You know
for
what I
the
mean?
whole world.
Buy
Let
something.
me start by saying that the Young Heroes
guys are okay
is
with
an
it?
amazing program.
Give all the money
It
to
helps
Stink.
kids to stay out of trouble.
Stink's got enough.
They
I
help
got
them
money
to
for Stink.
respect, to love each other. They become friends in the program, and I want to thank Carol and Kika.
Oh, yes.
Because at the time I was
Thank you so
struggling
much,
with
Ian.
money. I didn't
Yeah,
have
what I'll
money
do is
to
I'll
put my kid in the program,
I'll
and the
tabulate
school
whatever you
was
guys
not
gave
helping.
today,
Instead,
and then
Carol
what do you
and
call
Kika
it?
told me,
I'll
you know what?
I'll
It's
do the
okay. You don't have
donation
to
and then
pay.
post it
Just
on the
have your older
Instagram,
daughter come and volunteer.
so you guys can see.
And that was the deal that we had.
And it'll be
And
on
after
behalf
that,
of the Smoke and
they
Scan
start
fam.
paying my daughter.
Not just
So
me,
they
of
are
course.
great
It's on
people.
behalf
I
of
hope
you guys, really.
Can
Not
help
me.
this program.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Oh, you want the link tree? Oh,
Bukeka McCurry, and then Stacy Segarra
there,
Bollinger.
there it is. Eric, no, this guy who's doing this is a good man. I'm not a good man. Wow, Terry, thank you so much. I appreciate
Hello.
you, Terry.
My name is Vakika Chandler McCrary. I'm the Chief Operating Officer
Yeah,
of
man,
Young
these
Heroes
kids
Leadership
deserve it.
Academy.
Thank you so much, Terry.
Did you know that suicide is the eighth
Shelley
leading
Hughes,
cause
thank you.
of death among
Who else is
children
in the
5
wow?
to 11
That's got to
years
be
old.
Cat.
This is this age group. We had a child
on.
come into
Come
our
on,
program,
phone, load up.
and he looked us in the eye and he said, "I don't want
Love.
to live anymore."
Love.
And
Thank
when
you
we
so much,
asked
Kathy.
why, it was
You
because of
rock
bullying.
for the kids.
We teach kids how
Definitely,
to defend
Kat.
themselves in cases of bullying. And what do we do and how do we do it? It's through self-defense.
right there is
That's one of the
140,
greatest activities
160
that many of the
right
kids
there.
mentioned when we were on channel ABC 7 News.
Easy, almost
about
200 now.
self-defense. We not only do
Thank you, guys.
self-defense, we do leadership training, drill, cadence calls. We do life skills training, health and physical fitness, and we even provide community service projects.
Teach them
for the kids.
physical
Just a
fitness.
couple
They
of
teach
weeks
them
ago, we went to the
self-defense.
Children's Hunger Fund. A 6-year-old in the program gave me an envelope
For the
and there
kids,
was
that's
money
it.
in that
Anything
we
coming today,
donated to
guys.
the
Don't worry about it.
Children's
It's for
Hunger
the
Fund.
kids.
And then this child that
okay
has
with it.
determination, he doesn't even
long
know
as
that
you're
he's
good,
the
I'm
number
good.
one fundraiser for our trip to
Thank you, Van.
Universal Studios. So
you.
if you can help us out, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
See, they
Thank
just
you
want to
so
go to
much.
Universal Studios. That's what I'm saying. Can help out. Maybe
Thank
buy
you
it
all-
one or
all
two
the folks from
tickets
the
for
Young
them.
Heroes program. We really appreciate you guys.
Ease the
being
pain.
here. So next speaker is Stacy Segarra Bollinger.
Oh,
Followed
it's
by
not
Steve
cigar.
or Nader.
Cigar.
Good morning. Which item
Please
do you like to
correct
speak
him.
on? Items 2, 34, 38, and general public comment, please.
You know she
Okay,
was
you have
mad.
3 minutes for the
How many
items and
ums?
1 minute for general public comment. Thank you. So item 2 is regarding CEQA exemption for repairing and restoring sidewalks. I'm typically rather skeptical of CEQA exemptions, but in this case, I think it's appropriate. Recently,
my field deputy for CD4 came to one of our committee meetings and said that it would take 500 years to repair all of Los Angeles sidewalks. And he said that without really any question in his mind of how that
Thanks,
data
Gordo.
works, considering this is not even a 500-year-old country. And when I asked him about accessibility and how that works for people who use mobility devices, he started going into a program where property owners can pay out of
Thanks,
pocket
Tony.
to repair the sidewalks in front of their homes and then get paid back.
Thank you, Lonnie.
Which displays a complete lack
you,
of
everybody.
understanding of the issues that people who face mobility concerns, who use mobility devices,
not even
who are
250
disabled,
years this year, I think,
what they're
right?
dealing
Next
with
year.
when they are trying to traverse Los Angeles sidewalks. So thank you for trying to expedite this repair that supposedly will take 500 years. So item 34 is a position to support the Writers Guild Union, who I have complete solidarity with, and I am so glad this motion is on the agenda today. But it is rather striking that shortly before this strike began, Councilmember from CD4 made a big presentation in City Hall honoring Warner Brothers. Honoring Warner Brothers as a corporation. Didn't mention the workers, didn't mention the writers. And then declared Warner Brothers Day in Los Angeles, while we're under a state of emergency for the unhoused population, and while the people who make companies like Warner Brothers what they are can't afford rent or food and are struggling to stay in Los Angeles so they can create the artwork that makes the city what it is. So we're not going to forget who you honored first before you put these virtue signals out in the world as if you have
Anybody
this level
virtual
of
signals, it's
solidarity
you.
when most of what you care about is the industry. 38 is funding for aging services. I just wanted to call to attention the amount of seniors in our community who are rent burdened, who can't afford food. So while this is a great program, we also need to be looking at why our seniors need these services, why Social Security isn't enough, why they don't have people to take care of them, and addressing the root causes as opposed to just putting Band-Aids on the symptoms over and over again. Thank you. I'm moving on to general public comment.
Oh, is it coming? Here it comes. Here it comes.
So all of you have done a really lousy job giving these children an example of listening and attentiveness. Chit-chatting over here, chit-chatting over there, not being in your seats. So kids, great job today. I hope that you grow up and you do a lot better than these adults.
It's true, though. They will. I guarantee you there's somebody in that group that's going to be doing way better
There's a lot of
things.
work ahead for the city council to build back the trust of Angelinos, but the unwillingness of Kevin to resign is a slap in the face. We deserve to move on. I want the city I love so much to be able to experience opportunities for renewal, but the unwillingness of Kevin to resign is a slap in the face. We deserve to move on.
Hell yeah,
Your
Yankee.
words, Nithya. Thank you for writing them for me.
Little Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Okay. Heat Night Error.
Feel
followed
like
by
I'm back
Chad
in
Kroger,
Europe.
Followed by Kenyatta Cole.
Busy getting called a Yank all the time. Fucking Yankee Doodle. So they call your ass in fucking England. I was a Yank, mate. It's a fucking Yank.
Good morning, Speaker. If you could please remind us of the name that you signed up under and the items you would like to speak on.
They do. They call you Yankee Doodles. I swear to God.
Of course. So items number 1 and
He's a
2
Yankee Doodle.
and 32 through 52 are open for public comment.
Okay, so it's 1 and 2 and 32 through.
Well, I'm gonna hold my fist up for
32
him.
through 52.
Since he
Yeah.
can't
Okay,
hold
cool.
his
So
up
I'll do,
while he's
available
talking.
items and general
It's fist
public
guy.
comment, please.
Wait, you have 3 minutes
So he's
for
in the back
items
holding
and
his
1
shit
minute
up.
for general public comment.
I'm assuming these items have current prices named somewhere attached to one of them. I'm assuming Ramen's name is on one of them. There has to be some Krikorian motions in here somewhere available to comment. All of these motions need to be reevaluated for ethics and integrity and all that good stuff that we parade around here buzzwords that we learned from the media and from our time going through our little state and private schools. So all these motions need to be evaluated in the public, not in closed session, because the people's names attached to them have issues with ethics, and they refuse to come out and speak about the fact that people's
tell me
names
what
that are
a
attached
space
to these
cadet
motions have been attached to embezzlement, corruption, redistricting against the will of the people.
Don't ever
So all
forget
these
what
items
you're
need to be
watching.
called into question
Don't ever
because
fucking
the,
forget it.
intentions of all these items
We ain't watching
are
you.
suspect, to say the least. I believe there's an item regarding CEQA
Not much, Cookie.
exemption
It's
for
good to see you.
sidewalk repair. That's great. Someone said it's going to take 500 years to repair these sidewalks. That's wild. Not too many countries on this side of the hemisphere, or whatever you want to call it, Mississippi or this corner of the Americas is 500 years old. That's pretty crazy. We need CEQA exemptions for claiming vacant homes for the public.
What's up, Billy?
Billy. Can you remind me what item 52 is again?
Billy.
Item 52, just like the title of it or something, please. Or, all right, I'll look. I got like
Yeah, some of you guys.
seconds, I guess.
Some of you guys say that Stacy Cigar
Oh, we have an
Bollinger's
aging
husband. I don't
population,
know.
item number 48. And
I
you
didn't think she was
continue to
married.
Take away their right to defend themselves, and you cut off public services so that they're just left in the dark and they're dying in all these rental homes. All the aging population of the city is just.
Couldn't imagine
dying
sticking
and
her.
rotting.
Cock
in their
wouldn't get
rentals.
hard.
Am I still on the items?
Like I couldn't.
Item 48
Yeah,
is open for
tough to have my
Cool.
penis hard.
Thank you. And yeah, so our aging population is in dire need of help. They're dying in silence in their rental properties.
Secret lover, Al.
That's weird to say, not rental properties, in their homes that they rent because they don't own these properties, a lot of the people. The city doesn't do a very good job reaching out to the aging population. Most of them don't even know that they have a neighborhood council that they can use to be the liaison between them and the city. A lot of them don't know that they have rights to not be evicted.
Thank
when
you,
they've
Roger.
stayed in an apartment for like
Will do.
19, 20 years, and their landlord is harassing them and threatening them with an eviction, even during an eviction moratorium. So the city really needs to step it up in regards to what they do for the aging population, considering that this horseshoe right here is aging in front of us.
Thank you,
And
guys.
graying as we speak. So if you guys plan on having any services for you when you get too old to take care of yourselves, take care of them now.
I wouldn't.
General public comment.
I wouldn't be surprised if we made
We the
$500.
people,
Shit.
manifesting an
Thank you,
existence
guys,
without
for the
suffering,
kids.
beyond that which human life already provides unprovoked, declare that those currently at the helms of power are unfit to do so. To claim independence, or even a parcel of land in the name of a separate nation, would be death and disaster, so we shall not. Societies have never been their geography. They are the words and actions, and live in the hearts and minds of the people. This is simply that. Los Angeles is decided already, whether you like it or not, that the people are going to take the city for them. While you raid the treasury and the public trust for your own personal enrichment, and the people die and rot in their homes and in the streets, the people are getting resentful and organized. And we have decided long ago, you're just seeing the symptoms now and the after effects. We decided we're going to take the city for the public. You belong to us, not the other way around.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good in theory.
Chad Kroger, followed by Kenyatta.
Yeah,
Cole.
because Kat gave 100 alone. You guys gave a ton, and then I'm gonna give 100. That's what I figured I would give. So, I mean, there's 200.
Morning speaker. If you
It's
could
got to be
please remind us of
$500.
the
We're
name
gonna
that you
give
signed
them.
up under and the
It's a
item
nice
you'd
little
like to
chunk.
speak on.
Buy
Council, what
5
up?
tickets,
I'm
I bet
Chad
you.
Kroger,
Maybe
speaking
10
on
even.
general public
They
comment.
probably get a deal because they
You have
buy
one
so many. You know.
What up, Council? My
For
name is Chad
Universal
Kroger,
Studios.
and I've never been more stoked to speak to y'all. Aliens are real. More aliens are coming. That's why I'm proposing that the city of Los Angeles set up a welcome party for our new green buddies. This needs to be the ultimate rager. It's got to be epic. We need to have a DJ. I think Zed would crush it. Imagine aliens cruising in to Clarity bumping on the speaks. Then for catering, I'm thinking Pedro's Tacos. We've got to support local cuisine and small biz. What up? And then we got to have a good ratio. So maybe, Councilman, you could fly in some pro volleyball players. That'd be sick. And then we got to be sponsored by
Good
Dev's
ratio.
Liquor. Endless supply of vodka. That's Crush.
It's Crush.
Finally, I think we need a surprise appearance by Tom DeLonge from Blink-182. We owe that dude a massive apology. Sorry, Tom. And everyone be chill, too. We can't all be like, who do you know here? We got to treat these dudes like they grew here, not like they flew here. Guys, I am so stoked. All right, late.
So cruise, bruh.
Followed by Keith.
Need that alcohol sponsor.
Good morning, Speaker.
Because
You could
it's
please
cruise.
remind us of the name that you
Glad
signed
the
up
kids
under
got
and
to
the
see
items
that
you would
before
like
they
to speak
left.
Kenyatta Cole.
What you see over there? Just a bunch of crazy people talking crazy.
No, 10 and 11.
So
And
10
public
and,
comment.
items 10 and 11 are not open for public comment, but you can speak to them during general public comment if you like.
Great, thank you.
You have 1 minute.
Well, it's an honor. It's a privilege to stand before the board of this council. My name is Kenyatta Cole, born and raised in the 8th District. Marquise Harris Dawson is my councilman.
I'm sorry.
Today is our last day. I'm with the As-Needed Haul Truck Program, and today is our last day of our contract. We're asking the city council if you guys could just allow us to continue to work while we work through AB 5. And we know that we can get it done. We got 93 owner-operators that are facing homelessness. We tied our homes to the equipment that was purchased for the city of Los Angeles to be air carb compliance, reduce the carbon footprint. We need to go back to work. We need to pave the city streets. We're just asking you guys to help us continue this 132-year-old program and to allow us
Thanks,
to work
Debbie.
with AB 5. I talked to the Black Caucus again. I received a call real quick, and I'll be done. I received a call from Assemblyman Isaac Bryan. He's already there in the legislation, and he's working in order to get Ms. Soto to sign off on this on
Thank
these
you, Speaker.
contracts. And I want.
Thank you. We don't care. Move on.
I know it's not easy. I know it's hard.
Thank you.
I just want to keep you guys.
We don't care that you're the backbone of society.
Thank you. Next speaker.
You do not give a shit.
Appreciate that.
But they're going to care about you and the truckers when they don't get their toilet paper and their food.
So Kenyatta Cole.
That's when they'll care
or
about you.
Paradis, blank attorney.
They'll do their best to snuggle up to you. And most of you will cuddle up to them like the
Okay,
fools that you are
that's
in
probably
that
a fake
point.
name, given
Learn
the
from
blanks.
this experience.
So then Tiffany Green.
Learn. I want you to fucking really
Followed by
feel
Adam
this
Conover.
shit.
Any
And
of these
remember
folks
it on
that I've
voting
called,
day.
Come on up. Kenyatta Cole, Paradis, blank attorney, Tiffany Green, Adam Conover, Ali Loudy.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
Spoken.
And they should feel
Are any of
disrespected
these
because
folks
they
here?
are.
If not, I'll move to the next.
Stop moving
Betsy
the camera.
Thomas.
Dude, where's Mr. Harlan? Where's Mr. Herman? I haven't seen either of them in a minute. And I got to tell you, somebody
If I
sent me
call
a
the name,
video of
you
Mr.
can come
Herman
up, otherwise, wait till your
getting
name is
pressed in the
Good morning,
lobby
Speaker. If you could please
about
remind us
holding
of
the
name you signed
swastika.
up under and the items you would like to speak on.
Hi, my name is Adam Conover. I signed up under, I think, 34.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item.
Thank you. My name is Adam Conover. I'm a writer. I live in the city of Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a great city because for a century, artists from around the world have flocked here for one reason, because this is the one place an artist can be paid fairly. From Faulkner, from Joan Didion to Jordan Peele, writers, actors, artists of all kind, we all came to Los Angeles because when our work made the studios billions in
Oscar.
profit, they gave us a sustainable middle-class life in exchange. We bought houses, we patronized businesses, we powered Los Angeles into a great city, but over the past decade, the companies that employ us have broken that compact. They've gone to war with their own workforce, taking money out of our pockets and giving it instead to Wall Street and the CEOs. And let's be clear, starving and impoverishing the workers who empowered this city is impoverishing Los Angeles itself, and that is why we need the city council to use its power on behalf
Thanks,
of those
Guy.
workers and all workers. It's not enough to urge both sides to come together. That's insufficient. We need the city council to stand up on behalf of all workers and against the corporations that are trying to kill this city. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you. Next speaker,
Corporations
if I
pay
called your
those
name,
people, so good
please
luck.
state your name and
That's
which item
where they
you
get their kickbacks from, the corporations.
Hello?
They can afford to dump money on
Ali
these
Louie.
folks.
I'd like to make a
general public comment.
Thank you again, Skyforge.
You have 1 minute.
You rock.
Thank you.
Thank you for the 20
I
months.
am part of an organization called Water Drop. We are a nonprofit water distribution, volunteer-led, volunteer-run, and I'm also a 911 EMT.
That's
here in
Mr.
Los
Herman
Angeles.
in the red.
I'm here today to say, with
That's
the
Mr.
weather
Herman in the red.
heating up, we're seeing a rise in the number of heat-related illness emergency calls. As volunteers and first responders, there's very limited things that we can do in the field other than responding to these calls. The power to address the root causes of these issues are in your hands. The unhoused are especially vulnerable. Last year, 5 out of 12 unhoused people died due to heat-related illnesses, and communities like Skid Row are not even meeting basic UN standards for water supply. Clean water access is a basic human right. We urge you to take immediate action and make a significant investment in permanent water infrastructure in communities like Skid Row, but also all across LA where water scarcity is found. Thank you.
I don't want to pause it, but
Thank
yeah,
you.
there's a
Next
video
speaker
somebody
that was
sent
called.
to me. Somebody here, one of our family members, sent me of Mr. Herman getting pressed the other day when
Hello, I'm Betsy Thomas. I'm with the Writers Guild of America, and this is regarding item 34. I stood here, exactly right here in 2007 strike, with my 4-month-old in a baby Bjorn, and I told you about how we writers were facing an existential threat that was threatening our livelihood, and today, unfortunately, I'm here again to say the same thing. But now I'm the Secretary-Treasurer of the Writers Guild, and I just want you to know the applications that we have been seeing for financial aid from our members tells the story of why we're on strike. Writers on hit Netflix show who cannot pay rent in Los Angeles. They're drowning in student loan debt, and they're facing months or a year between jobs. Writers with 20-year television careers whose income has fallen off a cliff since the advent of streaming. Our writing creates the most successful entertainment industry in the world and one of this state's most vital exports. Our very survival is at stake. Thank you.
Well, you don't write any good movies, so I don't know what to tell you. Start writing well.
Followed by Daryl Thomas.
So yeah, remember the other day when we were listening to the street vendors, and we're talking about the street vendoring, the cost of the vending license. That day, I don't remember seeing Mr. Herman, but apparently he was there and he spoke because somebody has a video of in chambers of him speaking, being his normal self with the swastika on, saying all kinds of crazy shit. So he goes outside in the lobby and they press him. And then they follow him outside,
If you could please
call him a
remind us of the
bigot and
name
all
that you signed
kinds of
up under
shit.
And the items you would like to speak on?
My name is Brendan Gallagher. I am speaking to item 34.
Okay,
Thanks,
you have
Calamity
1 minute
Girl. I
for the
will.
item.
Let me check right
My name is Brendan Gallagher. I live in Hollywood. I am a television writer and am currently a strike captain. I wrote on Netflix's Warrior Nun prior to its cancellation last year. I am on strike because I've watched what used to be a union of homeowners become a union
Thank you
of
to
renters.
Kathy, Dan,
I've seen what used to be a dream job turned
It
into yet
Server,
another disposable
Steven,
cog in the gig
Kevin,
economy.
Jill,
Real
Michael,
take-home pay for writers has declined 23%
Andrea,
since the year 2000,
Bruce,
as
Kent,
companies have posted
Sabrina,
unprecedented
Terry,
profits.
Kathy,
I'm on strike
Ian,
because I believe
Philip,
those who create film
all
and
you guys
television
donated.
deserve to participate in its success.
Thank
and I
you.
believe that artists should be able to afford to live where they work. Artists should be able to afford to be a part of their community. I'd like to thank those of you who have joined us on the picket line so
That's
far.
just PayPal.
And in particular, I want to
not
thank
even
my
Venmo or
councilman,
Cash App.
Councilman Soto Martinez,
Plenty of you guys
for his
went
resolute
over there.
support of the labor movement across Los Angeles. Thank you.
What do you mean, where's the video?
Thank you.
What are you talking about?
Daryl Thomas.
You don't see
David
video,
Ruffian,
refresh.
David Weddle.
If you're having a problem, I'm good right now. I'm at the 3,000 kilobyte, 3,700. I'm good. Oh, he's got the dick on his back. There he is. Mr. Dick on his back.
I want to address today is the city workers
making his way
who
around.
their job tonight at around 11:59 p.m. So the first thing I want to address is the AB5 law, which is what Heidi Soto is saying that.
Catherine, it is. I
what
see
she's
it.
saying that the AB5 law is being implemented. That's the reason why we can't work. And I want to read the law to you guys so you guys can hear it. It says AB5 law does not ban owner-operators in California. However, it does make it quite hard for trucking companies to use them. Under the AB5 law and the ABC test, the motor carrier must prove that their workers are independent contractors and not employees. That part in there which says independent contractors, everybody who is talking here today for the city job, they are all independent contractors with their own CA numbers, with their own DOTs, with their own business licenses and names. So they are working directly with the city and don't have any reason for this to be pulled away from them. Thank you.
Thank you very
Well,
much.
some people choose, you
All
know,
right, last call for
professions that
Daryl
don't make them a
Thomas,
lot of money, and they
David
just do it for the
Weddle,
love. And
or Deb Fisher.
that might be the problem with being a writer. Plus,
Good morning,
print.
Speaker.
Print
Could
is
you
going
please
away.
remind us
People
of
don't
the
want to
names
read
of the
anything
items
anymore.
you
Kids
want
don't
to
want to read.
speak
They
on?
abbreviate everything.
David Weddle, item 34.
Print is
You
dead.
have 1 minute
People
for the
don't
item.
buy
My name is
newspapers
David
anymore.
Weddle,
Those
and I've
stands are
worked
gone.
as a television writer for 28 years. I'm a
Smaller and
WGA
smaller writers
captain
world
and lot
gets.
coordinator for Pickett's and Sony Studios. Currently, I'm a writer and executive producer on the series For All Mankind for Apple TV. We're fighting for
Oh,
residuals.
Bloodbath, I'm sorry, I
Residuals,
misunderstood.
We give up our copyright of our
It
material
was a TikTok
so
video.
that we can share in the profits, but streaming companies have
I don't
squeezed
have
that
it.
down to the point that we can't make a living. We can't make a middle class living. And it's going to destroy one of the most vital industries in this city has to offer. It's not fair, and it's wrong. And we need you guys to support us and support this industry that we help create. Thank you.
Wow, Oscar, thank you so
Thank
much. That's
you.
huge, Oscar.
Deb
Thank you so
Fisher,
much.
Derek Martinez.
Telling you, man, we probably got
Deanna
600
Young.
bones tonight. Or today. What am I tonight?
Good morning,
Fucking
Speaker.
not even
Could you
noon,
Please remind
idiot.
us of the name you signed up under and the
I'm an
items you would like to speak on.
idiot.
Hello, Deborah Fisher, item 34.
Okay, you have 1 minute for the item.
Again, my name is Deborah Fisher. I've been a member of the Writers Guild
Thanks,
of America
Oscar.
for 22 years.
Kids are gonna
and I
love
live
it.
in Hollywood. I've written on many TV dramas such as Alias, The OC, Criminal Minds, and I recently served as the showrunner for the first 2 seasons of Ginny and Georgia for Netflix.
Now I'm gonna post
which
the
was #1 in many
post the
countries around
donations so
world.
there's no questions.
Today in the streaming model, for many showrunners, our salaries are amortized for more than a year throughout the writer's room, production, and post-production. So this means a showrunner who oversees all aspects of a television series from beginning to end is getting paid guild minimum. Streaming companies publicly boast that our
weed.
shows have been viewed for billions of minutes. That currently translates to negligible amounts of residuals for all writers. This strike is important. The future of writing as a sustainable career is at stake.
To what,
Our
Dragon?
salaries, residuals, pension, and health are at stake.
Link to what?
There are thousands of writers in our industry unable to buy groceries, make rent, pay their mortgage, or raise a family. We deserve a fair deal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you know what I mean? Socket, you know,
Derek Martinez,
they're probably going to buy
Diana
30
Leone.
tickets, and they probably get the tickets for, you know, $30 a piece. I don't know. So, shit, we might be able to
Martinez,
buy a
Diana
good
Leone,
portion of the tickets.
Dia
Oh, the link tree.
Mishra.
Okay. There you go. You know, I mean, again, I'm just guessing.
Diana Leone, Dia
Just
Mishra,
between Kat and
E.
Oscar, there was
Angelo
150,
Vasquez.
and there's probably 20 other donations that were $25, $10, $20.
Good
You
morning,
know what I mean?
folks.
And I'm giving 100 too.
Please.
If you
So
could
there's
please remind us of the
250
name that you
with
signed
just
up
3
under and the
people. There's
items you'd like to speak
250
on.
that we're giving them guaranteed. I got to count up all the other ones.
My name is Dia Mishra, and I'm speaking under item 34.
I still want to do it right
You
now.
have 1 minute for the item.
Because they're still coming in too, so there's no point in counting it now.
Good morning. My name is Dia, and I'm a strike captain at Paramount. I'll start with a disclaimer. If I cough, I'm not sick. Don't worry. I just have terrible acid reflux. Actually, when I went to urgent care the other day, they asked, so you say it started 2 months ago. Well, has anything happened that made you stressed? I bring this up because the last writer's room I worked in was National Treasure in 2021, and I still have my guild covered
Thanks,
health
Fuzzy.
insurance. It's why I can afford to strike. The
Everything is for
sacrifices
the kids
previous guild
today.
members have
Everything.
afforded me
Every
the
penny.
stability to pursue this career, use my voice, and not just get a seat at the table, but to keep it. Now, those of us who have chosen a creative life accept that stability is not a given. And in this fight, this strike, we are not asking anyone to remove the risk. But when the risk pays off, we would like to share the rewards. 2% of the profits that these companies make from our art, so that we have the stability to create more. This is the dream that called me and so many aspiring writers to Hollywood and Los Angeles. Without this dream, what would entertainment look like? And what would Los Angeles look like? We cannot let the short-sighted greed of the
thank you very much.
AMPTP reduce.
No, you don't have to be a resident. And even if you called in, how would they know you're a resident? You know what I mean?
Thank you.
They wouldn't know.
Miss Cigar Bollinger, if you please stop yelling out.
Uh-oh.
If you continue to yell, you'll be removed. We have, we're way over time, so we're only going to have 3 more speakers, and then we're going to move to the phone calls. And,
I'll just keep
and then we have
posting
to
it. I
move
don't know
on
how
to
to do
meeting.
that, Mr.
Even
Harlan.
though we have over 60 people still on the line. Mr.
Morning.
Herman, don't yell out.
Uh-oh, Mr. Herman's yelling.
You'll be warned. You will be removed. Okay, state your name and go ahead.
Christopher, thank you so much, Christopher Olds. That's huge.
Comment on Article
Kids are
1
going to
and
love you,
3
man.
And public
No,
comment
thank
as
you.
well.
So item number 3 is not open for public comment, but
I
you
think we
can
got
speak to
500 on
general
YouTube,
public
on
comment. So you have
PayPal
1
alone
minute
almost,
for
guys.
item 1 and 1 minute for general public comment.
Thank you.
Forget about
I am
Cash
here
App and
as a
Venmo.
representative of
And my
as
100.
needed truckers. Today
Might
is
give
the
them a
last
G, who
final day
knows?
of their contract.
They're
They
gonna
were
love it.
contracted by the city of LA. They
Kids
are
deserve
losing
it,
their
man.
stability in their contract because of AB 5. People not being properly informed or educated on what this new law that was passed by someone who wasn't really able to provide the proper classification
Speaker,
for owner.
item number 1 is, this doesn't appear to be on topic with item number 1. So
This is part of public safety. They are the ones that are paving the streets, that are providing paving the streets, helping the community.
What do you mean, any high
not lose
retail
their
cards?
vehicles and the proper
Man.
safety for them.
Speaker, this is not on item 1, so I'm going to move you
Did
over
I
to
list
general
any
public
high
comment.
number?
That's fine. Well, I
not
just
really.
want
A few
we're
couple-
asking
a few.
for your support, and please be
I will be
mindful
putting more
of the
high number shit up.
93 companies, individual businesses that have been certified under small business, disadvantaged and minorities, women-owned, that are losing their contract today. We need clarification of why, because we meet all the factors that will keep us as owner-operators. They have their own trucks, they have their own bills that they need to pay, and this is not helping us. We really need your support and clarification. You can't misclassify these owner-operators that are gonna lose their contract tonight without a job tomorrow. This will cause major bad debt for them. They have $5,000 trucks that they bought to be able to provide for the regulations that have been put upon them by all the entities involved. So please, we ask your support. Please be conscious of what it's going to do to families and of these truckers. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know, as far as the market, it's a little bit of everywhere. But I
Elise
mean,
Morales?
baseball's strong,
Elise
wrestling's really
Morales?
strong. UFC not so much.
Are you here, Elise Morales?
You know, basketball not at all. It's really bad for basketball right now. But it's not basketball season either anymore, so it's
And
off
after Elise
season.
Morales, we'll have one more
Football's starting to
speaker.
pick up because
Well,
football's
sure. Go
almost
ahead.
around the corner.
Elise
You know,
Morales.
August
Hi, my name is
football
Elise Morales.
starts.
I'm
so.
speaking on item 34.
People start buying cards
You have
early.
1 minute for the item.
Prospecting.
My name is Elise Morales. I'm a resident of East Hollywood, a proud member of the Writers Guild of America West, and a strike captain.
I don't know,
What
man.
was once a sustainable career
I
has
don't
been
buy per
decimated
pack.
by the corporate greed of the studios. I have worked in multiple mini rooms where the work I did never went to production. I have no residuals from those shows, nothing to tide me over in the increasingly long waits between jobs. The predatory practice of these rooms causes writers to do more work in less time for less money. It is exploitation. The studios we work for make billions of dollars every year. We create the product that makes them those billions. We should not be struggling to put food on the table or to pay rent. I am early in my career, but I believe in this strike because I want it to be a career, not just gig work that barely pays the bills. Thank you for showing your support and showing up to the picket lines and helping us to protect the future of writing in Hollywood.
Great, thank you. Okay, the last in-person speaker. For
Well, maybe if you didn't make Hollywood woke and disgust people with your forced ideology,
Good morning, Speaker. Which items would you like to
then
speak
things
on?
would be different.
Item number
But
34.
it's not, and
You
now
have
it's
1 minute
costing
for
you
the
money, and here we
My
are.
name is Far Chariot. I live in Hollywood, and with my wife, who's a DGA member, and our 2 young children. I'm a WAJ.
You're a
strike
victim
captain
of your own
and assistant
circumstance,
coordinator Paramount.
your own
I've
doing.
been a co-showrunner of a couple of shows at NBC, most notably Life with Damian Lewis and Sarah Shahi. Last year, I was writing on the J.J. Abrams sci-fi drama Demimon, which was canceled as a result of the Discovery merger. My grandfather immigrated to Los Angeles from Iran in the 1960s, pre-revolution. He came here because of John Wayne, because he loved American
John
movies.
Wayne.
He's fortunate to work in this business for 25 years, climbing up from an unpaid intern.
Oh, wait, that's Clint Eastwood.
Thanks to companies and people who took a chance on a young Muslim kid. I'm on strike because I don't see the same opportunities today. Over the last 5 years, many of my colleagues and friends have moved out of Los Angeles. They still write for television, but they do it from another town or city or state where it is cheaper. I'm on strike because I believe in the future of our guild and for the future of our city. Thank you very much for your time and your support and for your dedication to Los Angeles.
Great. Thank you very much.
That's right. Hey, that was a great movie, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
In-person public comment. We're going to
Great
have
movie.
Some phone public comment.
Great flick.
We've had a public comment for over an hour.
Don't have any
apologize
Duke
to all
drops.
of the folks who have signed up, who are here, who we did
Done
not
with
get
John
to. You
Wayne.
can submit your comments for the record, and we'll gladly count them there. Appreciate everybody. And now we'll move to phone calls. If you could, clerk, if you could read the instructions for the
More
phone
stuff.
public
John
comment.
Russell, that's huge.
Or the
Thank you
virtual
so
public
much,
comment.
John. Jeez Louise, guys. Thank
First
you,
caller,
Chad.
which items would you like
Thank you,
to speak
John.
on?
Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, Oscar, Kathy.
Good afternoon or good morning. This is Brock Landers, private investigator. How are you guys doing today?
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak on?
33, 34, 42, 45 in general public comment, please.
Okay, you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items.
Thank you. Number 33, the appointment of Ms. Hayes to the board of the Fire Commission. I think the only way Ms. Hayes should be appointed is if she can guarantee she can get us some more of the Lucas CPR machines. That was on a show I saw on TV that didn't have any riders, but it was a pretty cool automated CPR machine. I also think that you should remove the M&F from the bottom of these motions. If gender is fluid and a social construct, why does it need to be listed? Let's see, on to 34. Why don't some of you writers write about the adventures of Brock Landers and my partner, Chest Rockhold, LA private investigators? Or Smoke and Scan and Stinks the Tuxedo Cat? 42. I think the hardest part about helping someone to get out of a hopeless situation is showing that person that there is hope. If there wasn't hope, what would there be? The $1.3 billion in homeless spending for 75,518 homeless people. I know math can be burdensome, but if we just took out bundles of cash, we could give each homeless person $17,214.44. According to Zillow, there are 557 houses for sale in Detroit under $35,000, with 400 plus having multiple bedrooms.
Ship them over
There are open 5-acre lots for $5K and less. We could put multiple tiny homes on these. The best part of this is we could use this as a job program to teach these people trade skills that they could use to turn around and use to help renovate one of America's greatest cities. After all, after these 557 houses, we would be able to move on to other neighborhoods. 45 for the Korean Youth Community Center. I hope that they include a rooftop Korean training section. And then on to general public comment. Somebody say, hey, give me some free stuff. Hey, give us some free stuff. Let me hear you say, hey, we want some free stuff. Hey, we want some free stuff. You see, me and Smoke and Scan like to play this game. We call it the loser watch. Y'all call it your life. We all join the call and take our turns at raising our hands. Every time it comes to me, I would shit out of luck. I would stick my opinion in, and it would get struck. Current price would say stop. I say I'm not. That's enough. I quit. Y'all are busting my fraud. I say members, don't hide it. Just divide it. And don't deny us until you smoke with us. So come on, all you grifters and poverty hoes, let's have a group discussion and prove you have brain damage.
Next speaker.
Brock was going in
Next
on him.
caller, which
Shout out
items
to
would you
Brock.
like to speak on?
Love you, Brock. Let's smoke, guys.
Smoke.
First
Caller with
caller.
the last four digits,
Caller.
6119. Please press *6 to unmute.
Caller, how does my pussy look?
Caller with the last four digits, 6119. Please press *6 to unmute yourself. This is your last opportunity to speak.
I don't know where Stinks is at. He's in the front room.
Next speaker.
Living room, just sleeping. Being lazy
Next
like he
caller,
always
which
is.
items would
Could
you
be
like to
watching the
speak on?
birds in the window. Could be that.
Hi, item number 32 in general public comment, please.
He likes to sit in the window and watch
You
the
have
birds.
1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general public comment.
Thank you. Andy Kaufman, the man who claims he never told a real joke, will now be met with the joke of being honored down the block from Dr. Oz, the quack doctor who peddled colloidal silver and magic beans, and Donald Trump, who attempted a coup against the United States and wants to screw his own daughter. I really want to talk about absurdity. Andy Kaufman once said, quote, "I see the world as an illusion and we shouldn't take ourselves so seriously." And for some reason, the Los Angeles City Council treats protecting Donald Trump's name on the Walk of Fame with as much seriousness as the orca whales are currently ramming mega yachts in the Strait of Gibraltar. This council's inaction is a joke. It obviously doesn't take itself that seriously after Resolution Council File 17-0002-S45, Council File 19-0002-S171, Council File 15-0002-S119, Council File 18-0002-S82, and Council File 21-0002-S24, because even after
General
all
public
of
comment?
those resolutions, general comment, voicing unprecedented condemnation of an elected official, and 905 days after an insurrection, it is Ryan's voice from Councilmember Rodriguez's office that matters the most when he says, quote, "No comment," after I had asked on about a dozen occasions if Councilmember Rodriguez approves of an honorific to a white supremacist fascist on our sidewalk or not. It's Councilmember Park's office that matters when, after they asked me to contact them, and I did, sharing a petition to remove Donald Trump's name with thousands of signatures, they responded, quote, "The councilwoman does not have a response at this time." So I'd like to take this moment to thank those who are so courageous in their silence, because as we all know, it's silence that achieves change. Thank you.
Emotional damage.
This guy is fucking such a clown, dude.
Next caller, what items would you like
What
to
a
speak on?
fucking loser, dude. Fucking puppet, dude.
Congratulations, District 6, Emilia Padilla. Welcome.
See,
and
it was
with open
District
arms
6.
and open hearts.
Yeah.
Make
Caller,
a
which
change,
items
no
would
matter
you
who
like to speak
serves.
on?
It's going to be, I believe it was 1743 and general public comment.
So item number 17 is not open for public comment, but you can speak to it during general public comment. So you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general public comment.
Okay, well, let me just go right to general public comment then.
Okay, you
For
have
sure,
1 minute.
Jamie.
You open up so many facilities for cannabis because you're making money off of it, the revenue. Those truckers that took the time to come into that city council chamber to plead to you, reach out. We're private contractors. We pay our insurance. We have contracts with you. I've worked for the city for 40 years. They came to street services, water and power, and gave us their livelihoods. Don't take that from them just because you've never driven a truck or ever had a private contract. Give them what they need. Give them what they need, an extension. Person is reading that contract in a city council chamber, public, attorney's office. They have no clue. They've never done that side of it. They've been in a classroom setting, never had to wake up at 4:30 in the morning to give you services at 6. Give those truckers what they need.
Next speaker.
God bless you.
Shout out to the truckers.
Caller, what items would you like to speak on?
Hi. My name is Sun. Can anyone hear me?
Barely. Turn it up.
Hi, which items would you like to speak on?
Hi, caller.
On general comment, please.
Caller.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
Thank you so much. My name is Sun. I am part of the Research and Advocacy Committee on Water Drop LA, which is a volunteer.
Those aren't councilwomen
volunteer
on the left.
operated mutual aid group.
They just
out
work
on
there.
Skid
They're probably
Row.
aides.
We urge you to take action on providing accessible water to primarily Skid Row. At the moment, we are facing
Is it loud again,
biggest,
Connor?
crisis that
God damn it,
a lot
man.
of Los Angeles locals face on a day-to-day basis. We're looking
Goddamn.
towards the hottest summer of the year, and it is proven that people will die with no access to water. And our folks that are houseless,
All right, I turned it
we're
down.
the most vulnerable. So
Sorry,
I
Connor.
urge you to cause attention
And
to
I'm wearing
this,
headphones.
to this crisis that's going on in our city. It is imperative that we act now, that you take consideration for our needs. Water is a human right. It is
Thank
a
you, caller. Your
necessary
time has
right.
expired.
I'm gonna hit the same one. Is it still loud? I
We've
lowered
now
it.
taken public comment,
Lowered it
closing the phone
twice.
lines, and closing public comment on all items. Madam Clerk, what items can council vote on
two
now?
levels rather, not twice.
The council may vote on items 1 through 2, 32 through 33, 35 through 38, 40 through 43, 46 through 48, and 50 through 52.
I tried again. Really? I mean, dude, I went down. How could it be that loud? Fuck. All right, man. I don't know what to do.
Open the roll.
We got the gremlin back again. Apparently, it doesn't go down and it goes up.
I don't see the roll open.
Gremlin's back, y'all.
Is there a technical issue? Open the roll.
Fuck. Shout out to the gremlin. And we'll go down fucking 12 decibels.
Just review that's items 1 through 2, 32 through 33, 35 through 38, 40 through 46 through 48, and 50 through 52. Open the roll. Close the roll. Tabulate the votes.
God damn it.
13 ayes.
Why do they keep
Okay.
changing the
Those
camera?
items are approved. Next, we're moving to item 15, called special by Ms. Hernandez for comment. What's it?
Why do they keep doing that?
Sorry, for what purpose do you
Mr.
rise,
Harmon's
Ms.
not
Rodriguez?
even back
Yes,
there.
I just wanted to first, I wanted to congratulate and welcome back for her second tour of duty, our new fire commissioner, Janethia Hudley Hayes. She is no stranger to
that doesn't
civic
help,
life,
though,
has
Mr. Cold.
given so much to the city of Los Angeles.
Trying to help me by
in
just-
her previous role as a fire commissioner,
not
and
helping.
as someone who's had the privilege of knowing her and working alongside her for I think almost 20 years, maybe a little bit longer. I want to thank Mayor Bass because I don't think there is a more qualified, more prepared, and more abled individual who understands what our fire department needs, how to better support the men and women of this department, and to lead in the position as a commissioner than Janethia
Qwerty,
Hudley
we'll
Hayes. And I
see.
just wanted to welcome her back to civic service in this
If I
role.
can find
and
some
thank you
good
so
feeds.
much for agreeing to serve. Welcome back.
Well, welcome to the service, and congratulations on, as that was part of the vote that we had. Mr. Soto Martinez, for what purpose do you rise?
Yes, thank you so much, Council President. I'd like to send item 46, 47, and 48 urgent forthwith, please.
Okay, without objection, so ordered. We have to vote on it urgent forthwith?
Oh, there's still a lot of masks
Those
out
items
there.
have been
There's a
voted
lot of
on.
folks
We
that
can
are
vote on,
scared,
urgent
don't
forthwith.
realize, don't
If you could open the
understand how
roll.
masks work. They haven't
Close
talked to
the roll.
the
Tabulate
maker
the
of the best mask in the world. Even they'll tell you a 3M
13
mask
ayes.
doesn't
Okay,
stop
it's been
100%.
Voted on, and we'll go urgent forthwith.
That's why it's called an N95
Next, we'll move
mask, because it stops 95% of the particulate, meaning 5% still get through. And that's the best mask on the market. So what happens when you're like Stacy Cigar Bollinger and you put your stupid bandana over your fucking face? Or you buy the mask from the homie on the corner that's selling them for $1 or $2. What do you think happens there? Like, it's just put the sham down. Stop already with the sham. You know, everybody was born with something. We all have one. It's called an immune system. Let it work. It does its job.
And poverty. This class action represented 6,000 Angelinos who deserve access to
Man,
the
that's a
services and
sweet
benefits
ass
they are
blouse.
entitled to as residents who were impacted by the creation and
Dang,
enforcement of gang injunctions.
blouses.
But recent data shows that only 25% of the eligible class members have been assisted, and less than half of the settlement has been spent. As a city, we have to do more to ensure that we're honoring the spirit of the settlement and reaching the folks who have not been yet reached. I am grateful for the partnership
I don't know,
of
Oscar.
Councilmember Tim McCosker.
Oscar, have you tried the Grimace shake?
And
Wondering what it tastes like.
You know, taking this on with me. In bringing this forward, bringing forward this motion to extend the settlement for another year, and to the Economic Workforce Development Department for their ongoing efforts to fulfill the settlement. I'm also grateful to Council President Paul Kokorian and Councilmember Bob Blumenfield for pushing us to continue this work the last few years despite many obstacles. I'm excited to see this renewed effort and how we will be able to reach thousands of people who are owed these services. Please reach out to our office to learn more about who is eligible and how we can collaborate.
You know, there's a guy with a swimmer's build, 6 foot tall, 3% body fat, a 27-pack stomach,
people who are incarcerated and people who have been
who
deported
wants
are
to
also
bang the
eligible
shit
to
out of her.
receive- or to be able to pass
You know
these
that, right?
benefits onto their loved ones. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you.
Know
Mr.
that,
Hernandez.
right?
Seeing no other members
Yeah,
on
daily
comment,
disclosure.
let's
Abso-motherfucking-lutely.
move to a vote. Clerk, if you could open the roll, close the roll, tally the votes.
13 ayes.
Man, most of the girls I know that are her
Measures
size
approved.
have skinny
Next
boyfriends.
we
They
move
don't
to
have a
item
big
17,
boyfriend.
called
They don't
special
want.
by
She don't want a
Martinez
big
for a
boyfriend.
separate
She want
vote.
the skinny dude because
This
she
is,
knows she can get him.
regarding, Assemblywoman
And the skinny
Hickman's,
dude likes it. That's what he wants.
Motion or
He doesn't want a
bill
skinny
dealing
girl. He's
with,
turned off by the
extending
skinny
definition
girl.
of gravely disabled. No comments. We'll
Dragon
move to a
Slayers.
vote. We can open the roll.
You're fucked
Close the
up,
roll.
Carlos. But I'm just saying, there's an ass for
Tally the
every
vote.
seat, and that's a good thing, guys and girls. Because if everybody liked
11
the same
ayes,
thing,
2 noes.
This measure is
boy, it'd be a
approved.
lot harder
Next we move
to
item
get laid,
22,
both
called
men
special
and
by
women.
Ms. Hernandez.
If we all, as men and women, like the same thing, right? So it's a fact. The fact that we like variety is a
Hernandez,
good
do you wish
thing.
to speak on this item?
The variety of life.
I'll be quick. Thank you, Council President.
Take your time.
Skinny guys love that cushion. They do, Rose. What's I'm
Give me a
saying?
second.
I don't know about y'all, but I've seen it more than once.
I just want to speak in support.
Have you-
and I hope that
haven't
all
you ever heard
also
opposites
support and
attract?
vote,
Come on.
In support of this motion.
I didn't make it
Social
up.
housing, as you know, some of us went to Vienna.
Tall
and saw
guy,
what it
small
actually
girl,
looks like to have a social model,
fat guy,
social housing model.
petite
What
girl.
we saw is that single mothers with children.
Oh, I love
paying
the teddy bear.
€125 in
She's
rent.
100 pounds.
What we saw
He's
there was that
300
they built
pounds.
10,000 units every
Yeah,
single year.
it
And
happens.
we're in a landscape where ULA has provided us potential landscape where we can invest in a model where we provide and build up deeply affordable housing and build a lot of it and quickly. And so I just appreciate that we can uplift this and see how the state is moving on social housing and also, plug in so we can support those
Social,
efforts.
all the socialism.
Thank you.
Great, thank
All
you.
the socialism, all these
let's
little buzzwords.
Move that for a vote. If we could open the roll, close the roll, tally the votes.
She ate the Vienna.
13 ayes.
Okay, that
She
measure
went
is
to
approved.
Vienna, remember? Her and
moving on to
Marquise.
Item 24, called special by.
They
Ms.
sent them to
Councilwoman
Vienna
Hunt.
for some reason to squander our money, waste
Thank
our
you,
money.
Mr. President.
Go talk to the Austrians.
Today we've made a requirement for bicycle and pedestrian safety to be included in the California Driver's Handbook, the California Commercial Driver's Handbook, driver's license knowledge tests, instruction permits, behind-the-wheel drive tests, California DMV approved traffic school classes, and other relevant areas of instruction and licensing of vehicle drivers. Our city must invest in promoting accessibility and safety for all pedestrians and cyclists, and I'd like to thank my colleagues in the city for helping me push this motion. No one should be in fear of a loved one being harmed while trying to use their bikes to exercise or for transportation. Education is only a
You don't know
first
nothing
step
about
in the
no
measures
bikes?
our city
Amsterdam
will
knows
take
about bikes.
to make sure our streets are safer. Tackling issues in regards to safety will provide us with the opportunity to lay a foundation for growth, make an impact on the way people travel, and strengthen the community for a brighter, safer future. Thank you.
Thank you.
I ask for your aye vote on item 24.
Great, thank you, Ms. Hutt. Certainly
I'm
agree with you.
giving
and
you the
we can
aye
see no other
vote.
Members on the queue. We'll open that up for a vote. We could open the.
I'd be sitting on
roll.
next to you. You got to give me $20 if you want
Close
me to
the roll.
vote for it, man.
Tally the vote.
For real? Yeah, for real.
13 eyes.
No.
That measure is approved.
didn't
Next
blame me.
item is item number 31, called special for comments by Mr. McCosker.
Be taking bribes
Thank you
right
very
there,
much,
out in the
Mr.
open.
President. I too will be quick. Today's the last day of Pride Month, and I think at the beginning of Pride Month, we all looked at the opportunity of raising the Progress Pride flag over City Hall and other government buildings.
20 per vote.
Well, in fact, there is a administrative code provision that prohibits that. And we have a restriction on what flags can be raised, and so this is our opportunity to have an ordinance come back and give us the chance next year to raise the Progress Pride flag over City Hall and other government buildings. It is an important message for us to be saying that we're not only accepting, but we're embracing and we're celebrating Pride, as we will next year again. And thank you so much to all of you. I know you support this. I would also be remiss if I didn't point out that this comes from my constituent and my friend, my longtime friend, Janice Hahn, who at the County Board of Supervisors did raise the Pride flag over Kenneth Hall of Administration. And so I want to thank her for that example, and I look forward to this ordinance coming back. Thank you. I urge your aye vote.
Great, thank you.
15-acre brush
Seeing no
fire
other
prompts
speakers in the queue,
evacuations
let's
in
open the
Moreno
roll.
Valley.
Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
As the region braces for its first heat wave of the summer, and I won't be having any AC thanks to the power already going out, and you guys want your electrical cars, get up in line. Laughing at the fools buying these electrical cars. They don't know what they're in for in a year or
At the
two.
advice of City Attorney, I've been asked to
boy.
recuse myself from this item because my husband is a member of the Writers Guild. So.
Gas will be
we'll wait a
cheaper
moment
because
for
they
you
won't
to,
be selling as
move
much.
the
They'll have
tables.
to cut the price. There'll be absolutely no lines for any gas. Slowly,
remove her
you
from
know,
the
everybody will
board.
be switching over to electric, and then you guys will be figuring out that the per kilowatt is just as much as
Mr.
per gallon,
Martinez.
that there's
Thank you
zero
so much,
savings
Council
there.
President.
Then
Before I
you
make my
realize how
comments,
much
first,
it
I'd like to say
takes
thank you
to
all the
mine the
folks that came
lithium,
here and spoke today. I know not all of you had a chance to
cobalt,
speak
and
today,
everything else
but
that
I
goes
want you
into
to
those
know that
batteries.
You are seen, and your actions are definitely being heard across the country.
We'll figure it
I
out
didn't get a chance to
sometime.
speak today. You know, today is day 6.
Then when you got rolling
of
blackouts
this,
and you can
historic
only charge
strike,
your car on a Tuesday or a
that's
Thursday.
affecting the entertainment industry.
Love that
That
one, too.
began because writers are facing the largest assault on compensation and working conditions that they have seen in a generation.
Better,
This
Eric.
is the fight for
but it
the
ain't.
future of Hollywood, my friends. And it's inspired actions all across the world of folks to say and demand
there's
more.
all kinds of shit
not
in
just
those
here in the United
batteries,
States of
man.
America. But it's not just the writers. Tomorrow,
cobalt and
actors
lithium,
may join them on
especially.
the picket lines. And
Go look how
probably
they
one of the most
how they mine it.
unprecedented Hollywood strikes and acts of solidarity that we've ever seen.
I've heard of solar
Truck
panels.
drivers,
I have them on my
grips,
roof,
set
Ron.
Designers, janitors, stagehands are all in solidarity.
Hate to break it to
because
you.
Every single one of them
They
is
still
being undercut
even
and underpaid and disrespected by many
even
of
with
the
a
studios
solar,
here in our region.
which I hate to break it to you, Ron, is mandatory now here. Any new construction is mandatory solar here. Okay, they made that mandatory. So yeah, I understand it. But again, other than solar, which again will get you some decent power for your house, not really for the car all that much. And again, you're assuming that everybody lives in a house with solar panels. I hate to break it to you, Ron, but I don't know if you live here, but majority of folks live in apartments, and those apartments don't even have parking spots, most of them. So they have to park out on the street every day. So yeah, so where are those parking? Where are those people? Where are they charging? Hopefully at work, I guess, if they can make it.
There, that I stand with you. I know that the city stands with you. My colleagues stand with you, and I hope that the studios come back.
And aren't those charging stations ran by diesel?
And I urge.
I want to say they are. Like they have a diesel generator running the electrical charging station.
Okay.
Pretty
Thank you.
sure
Mr.
they do.
Jaslowski is next, go ahead.
Pretty sure.
Please, this is not the place. Go ahead, Mr. Jaslowski.
Thank you, Councilmember Soto Martinez.
Oh, I will, Jim.
On
Like
this
I said,
resolution. Colleagues,
I'm not lying.
This
I'm
resolution
going to put
is
it
a
up.
proud
I'll
declaration
tabulate it
of
all after the
solidarity
show,
with working families
and I'll put
across
it up
Los
on the Smoke and
Angeles.
Scan Instagram.
WGA writers,
And I'll show
like
you guys
all
tonight
workers,
for the ones who don't
deserve
go on
to be paid
Instagram.
what they're worth, and they deserve dignity in their work.
I'll show you on my phone.
It's past time the studios recognize that and come back to the table.
You know
and
me. I'm a
strike
man of
now.
my word.
It is not lost on me that today Governor Newsom is expected to
And I
sign the new
appreciate
California film
everybody
tax
who
credit.
donated for you.
I think that we can
for
all
the
agree
kids.
that
Thank
at a
you.
bare minimum, the studios should do their part and treat their employees with the respect they deserve.
What's up, Mike?
As Councilmember Soto Martinez said, this isn't just about the WGA. This is about the future of Hollywood and protecting tens of thousands of good-paying jobs, from grips and sound engineers
Now they're limited to
writers
2
and actors,
hours.
Because if the studio can push
And you
around
know,
one
and you know what's even more fucked up part? All this increase, they're forcing Ford and Chevrolet and everybody to get the electric, right? Problem is they don't have chargers. Okay, so what's happening now? Elon knows this. Elon's already got a head on him. So Elon says, hey, certain amount of money will allow you guys to use our chargers. So what's that going to do to the Tesla folks who thought already now it's a long line? What happens when you got the EV Hummer and all that shit in front of you? Well, you better hope you have a hybrid. That would be your best bet, I guess. But I'm still going to stay gas until the day I die. I'll be good. I'll let you guys figure it out in another 40, 50.
And my colleagues,
I'll be
in
dead
this,
by
having,
then.
having walked the picket
Gives a
line
shit.
myself with the writers, urge an aye vote. And with that, let's open the roll, close the roll, tally the votes.
12 ayes.
All right, it's unanimous.
Tell you, we have electrical issues now. So what's
Okay.
going to happen when you
Next, we'll move
force
to item
hundreds of
44,
thousands of cars to
as
charge
amended
every
by
day?
Mr. Soto Martinez and Ms. Rahman.
Come on, man.
Seeing no need
mean,
for
man,
comments.
if you
we will
can't
just
see it,
vote
I
on
don't
that.
know what to tell
Okay,
you.
Open the roll on 44.
Ray Charles
as amended.
could see it. He's dead
Close
and
the roll,
blind.
Tally the votes.
Shout out to Ray. Rest in peace. That's it, Terry.
Okay.
13 ayes.
That motion is approved. Next is item 45.
And considering that cars are
Fernandez
now more
moved
cleaner than
to
they
receive
ever
and
have
file.
been,
We could
and in
vote-
the
open
state
the
that
roll
I'm
on that.
in, which forces a smog
Close the
pump onto
roll.
the car, which, again, most of you guys are watching. You don't even have a smog pump
roll,
on your
close the
car.
roll.
Some of you. We have
Tally the vote.
our models have to have a smog pump.
13 ayes.
That's why a lot of times you can't
Okay,
just go
next
buy a
we move
car
to
from
item
Texas and
49,
bring it
as
here.
amended by, Mr.
It's got
Lee.
smog equipment that's really made to be sold in
comments.
California.
We move and just open
That's
the roll.
fucked up because of the stringent,
Sorry.
smog laws here.
No, better to speak before the vote. If you're speaking to the item?
Yes.
Okay.
I just want to send it.
Everything is a
Soto
tax,
Martinez.
Pope.
Go ahead.
Right?
Sorry.
I'd like to send this item.
Is it registration a tax?
Oh,
It's
okay.
a sticker that you
That
already
has to be
bought the
separate
car.
then. So you,
Or you may have
First
leased
on
the
the
car.
item.
Whatever. But let's just
open the
say you
roll.
bought the car. Still got to
Close
do
the
that's
roll.
like property
Roll.
tax. You bought the
Tally the
house,
vote.
you own it. You're still paying property tax. If you don't pay
13 ayes.
property tax,
okay,
you take
and
your
now
house.
on Mr.
Right?
Soto Martinez's
No different.
request to move this urgent
They're
forthwith.
allowing you to
Open the
drive
roll.
the car that you owned by buying a sticker
the
that
roll.
could be thousands of dollars even the
Tally the
next
vote.
year. that you
13
after
ayes.
you bought it.
Okay, that will be approved and moved urgent forthwith. I believe that concludes
I mean,
all
that
the items
card
on the
could be-
op-
car could
on
be
the,
20 years
open
back.
agenda. Is that correct? And then we'll move to
20
closed
years
session.
old and it'll still be $200
Yes,
to
if the council
drive
would
it
like to
for the year.
recess the regular and go into the special meeting.
What's that?
Oh, somebody yelling back there.
Okay, so we're going to move to the special agenda.
Special agenda.
We're going to recess the meeting, the regular meeting.
You
We're
can
gonna
buy a
move to
gas
the
generator
special
now,
agenda.
Adam, I think.
Special meeting. And
Till it's,
for that, we are also, I
until
believe we need
it's
to take
banned
public comment
soon
for the
enough.
Special agenda.
Some liberal neighbor.
Before we
Oh
do
my
that,
God,
we'll
he's
take a roll
charging
call
stuff over there.
For, special agenda.
Blumenfield, De Leon, Harris, Dawson, Hernandez, Hutt, Krikorian, Lee, McCosker, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky. 13 members present and a quorum, Mr.
What's up,
President.
Weedsville? Shout out to Compton. Compton's in the house.
Thank you. Item 56 is a closed session item waived by the Budget, Finance, and Innovation Committee. 10 votes are required for consideration, if that is without objection, sir.
Paying $275 bucks registration on a
And if you'd like, I'll
93
read
Chevy
the information
1500
for
in
public
Cali.
comment.
There you go.
Please.
As indicated on the agenda, members of the public wishing to
$275
offer
for a
public
truck he
comment
clearly
should call
owns.
669-254-5252 and use meeting ID
Nobody has
number
a 30-year loan.
535-8466, and then press pound. Then press
Insanity.
pound again when prompted for
Sucks.
participant
Not to
ID.
mention your
Then submit
smog
it into
fee
the
every
meeting,
other
press
year,
star
right?
9 to request
Let's
to
not
speak.
forget about that.
When
It's
it is
almost
your turn to
$100.
speak, an automated Zoom voice
90
will
bucks,
ask you to
80
press
bucks for
star
a smog
6 to
check?
unmute. Let me repeat.
And that's if you
call
pass.
669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466.
Oh, they're taking
and then
callers
press
again?
pound. Then press pound again when prompted. for
Holy shit,
participant
calling
ID.
again.
Once
Brock.
admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak,
Double
an automated
calling?
Zoom voice
Let's
will
get
ask you
it.
to press star 6 to unmute. Thank you.
You pay $397 for
Okay,
a
and
2007
see if there are no,
GMC
public speakers
Sierra
signed up to speak on the special
Sierra
item. We'll
Denali.
move to the phone.
That's wild, Devin. See
Please
what I
don't
mean?
shout out.
$400
If there's
bucks.
an issue, talk to the sergeants, and we'll figure it out. We're going to move to the phone comment. If there was a technical issue, we'll come back and do the in-person, but we can't have a dialogue going back and forth. Okay, so we'll move to we're going to start with the phone comments.
He's already mad.
And we will figure out if there has been some sort of a technical issue. So let's start with the phones. If you could read the
More
instructions.
technical issues? Again, what's with their tech, bro? Fire that guy.
So for the members of the public who are wishing to speak, just as a reminder, because this is a special meeting, there is no general public comment. So if you would like to speak on this item, it is only item 56.
Oh,
and you
so
have
it's
up to 1
only
minute to
agenda.
speak.
No general public comment, only agenda. So 2013 Nissan Frontier is
Are there any
$200
phone comments?
for 2 years.
First caller, please go ahead.
Still, it's $100 a year. Be fucked. It's a nice dinner. Surf and turf too. Lobster, the works, the tip, valet.
All stakeholders were calling today. I'm listening to you. Sorry, there's no public comment. I have no clue what this special election is about, or special whatever you guys. You go into your secret worlds. The paper
130
passer
for your
pushers,
Ram
expensive
dually.
Paper passer pushers continue. It's just so disgraceful. The uneducated, educated, sinvergüenza.
Right, skeptic? Fucking idiot.
Next caller, please go ahead.
Dude's got emotional damage. Dude comes out every week and says the same shit.
All the motherfucking items in general public comment, please.
So this is the public comment for the special meeting. The only item that is open is item 56.
Yes, then I'll speak out item 56 and then give me back my time you stole at the regular meeting for Bob Bobbenbelt. Because that nigga insane. He goddamn headed the budget. And that shit is going to be in the closed session. Nobody know nothing. I try to call that roundhead motherfucker Marchese. I try to call nigga Bob. I try to find out what the fuck is going on here with our money, and I can't find a goddamn fucking thing to goddamn tell me what the goddamn hell is the problem with this goddamn budget goddamn item. And I'm
Mr. Spindler, you need to be on topic.
Mr. Spindler.
Caller, please get back on topic.
Nigga. Go back to your nigga, Bob. Stop interrupting me. I am clearly on the topic, or the city attorney would have said otherwise. Because he know the law. You don't know nothing.
Next caller.
You just a bunch of cops.
Oh, they hung up. How'd they know it was Mr. Spindler, though?
Caller, please go ahead.
How'd they know?
Yeah, it's Eric Previn from Studio City.
Eric
I've been
Previn.
excluded from the regular meeting. Are you admitting me to speak during the special meeting?
So we are currently only open for public comment on item 56 because this
You
is a
said no
special
public
meeting.
comment.
So you have 1 minute.
Only
for the
agenda item 56.
Right. Okay, well, the Board of
Nazis.
Supervisors committed to closing Men's Central Jail, but they've not done that. And, you know, this ruling that the judge made against the city is an important step to reduce pretrial jailing. But now that the board has to deliver on the Care First, Jail Last situation. Putting people in jail because they don't have the money to get bail is disgusting. And whereas I appreciate Munger, Tolles, and Olson, and Hetzel, Stormer, Rennick, and Day, we need some leadership in these policies.
What are you doing?
So embarrassing and corrosive to the very populations we're trying to support. I mean, I look at the gang injunction, the the families that were mentioned earlier that are going to maybe get some of the money if we can open these cases up long enough for people to even understand that there's money for them for all the damage that was done. The city is a sinking ship, and I feel very, very badly for the new people.
Speaker, your time has expired.
Next caller, please go ahead.
Kevin Daly out for re-election. Kevin Daly out for re-election. Kevin Daly out for re-election. Kevin Daly out for re-election.
Okay, it's not on the item. Please
All right,
remove this
Speaker,
caller.
you're not on topic, so we're going to move on to the next caller.
Next caller.
No more callers in the queue.
Okay.
He's trolling the
now
shit out of him
we've
today.
gotten the board to work, so we have some callers who've called. I mean, some in-person commenters. We're going to start with Paradis blank blank attorney, followed by Mike Greenspan, followed by Jared Cameron. Are you Paradis? Jared.
Good morning, Speaker. You have 1 minute for item 56.
Thank you very much. So I believe this is about the enforcement of bail. I'm kind of mixed on bail. It sucks that a system exists where if you have enough money, you can pretty much do whatever you want, get back out on the street, pay your bail. A lot of us can't afford bail. We have to sign up for bail bonds, which is another form of like debt slavery. That being said, we don't need any more automated, streamlined systems to basically just lock you in a cage and not get you due process. So as long as we're hearing both sides on the issue fully and really listening to the things that people going through these systems, whether it be bail or lack thereof, we probably shouldn't really even be considering any responses to any court cases or any kind of state decisions when the horseshoe here isn't really decided and the people of the public aren't really decided. So maybe we need more time before we just declare a response to a court case. Thank you.
Mustache. Mustache.
Can you hear me?
Look,
Mike
I got a
Greenspan,
mustache.
followed by Arnold Sachs,
Like Mario.
followed by Andrew Gravener.
Mario Brothers.
Okay, I don't see Mike Greenspan, so Arnold Sachs, Andrew
I wish I
Gravener.
could grow a mustache like that, just a straight, thick, like on my eyebrows. Another
Speaker,
Mr.
you have
Sachs.
1 minute for item
What? Let's
56.
get it.
Yes, thank you again. Arnold Sachs. So this case concerns challenges to the city and county's enforcement of bail schedules promulgated by the Los Angeles Superior Court pursuant to state law. There's a couple of errors here. First of all, there is no Los Angeles Superior Court. It's the Los Angeles County Superior Court. The city doesn't have a Superior Court.
It's true.
The city's courts prosecute misdemeanors, like traffic infraction or violations of jaywalking. The county courts prosecute felonies. The state courts prosecute murders. This doesn't include a Superior County Court. There's a federal courthouse right over here at the corner of Temple and Spring. That's a United States courthouse, USC. You should check it out sometime.
Next speaker.
Thank you. Mike Greenspan, Andrew Gravener.
So hell yeah, we
Yes,
get
he's
Andrew
going.
Gribner again. Is he going over or under? Over or under? Hurry up! Fucking hurry!
Go ahead, Mr. Gravener.
All right. Surprised you want to hear from me. So let's start with. So this is the special item, bail schedules in the city of Los Angeles. Yeah. So we need to abolish, forcing people to pay these large bails in order to, actually be freed. So yeah, we need to this really punitive. It makes it harder for people to be freed from these terrible prisons. And so we need to abolish cash bail, and start working towards abolishing the whole system. So yeah, and now you're getting sued. So that's how much it's getting for you. So yeah.
Oh man, so close.
Stacey Segar, Bollinger,
10 quick ums in 1 minute. Those little kids didn't do one. That's why they deserve the money.
For the 60 seconds on this item, as previous speakers have mentioned, it's pretty upsetting that we have a system where if you have money, you don't really need to suffer the consequences of breaking laws. But if you're poor, you might need to sit in jail for something you didn't do because you simply cannot afford to pay your way out. And then when we have piecemeal laws to try to reduce the dependency on cash bail, get people who are just sitting in jail because they don't have cash, get them out of jail to be with their families to deal with their situation. My senior lead officers, Romo and Saldana, say that's, why bother even arresting people because they'll just be back out on the street. So we have a lot of problems with our law enforcement and how this bail functions. So the only reason we should be discussing bail is how to get it out of our system.
So she wants no bail. She wants people to vulture on society
Candido, and then if Mike Greenspan
and have zero consequence, and that'll be that, I guess. Huh. Well, got it.
Quickly, I never want to see anybody have to use bail, and that's why this cadet program that was here today. Mr. Lee, thank you. I want to. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give them $1,000. I'll come to your office on Monday and give them.
Let's see
and
it.
then what I'd like to do is see every one of
Sure,
these
50
council
guns.
offices give $1,000 to match that, which
Sure,
means
50
maybe
guns.
these kids won't need bail one day.
Sure.
But for me,
Let me see it.
I support bail because I feel that because
Smoking
what's
scan
happened
about
with
to
the
give him
reduction
close
of
to
bail,
a G.
That's why a lot of crimes are happening. That's why a lot of people are becoming victim. It's committed
Fucking
crime,
Voltron,
you're
the
out,
family.
No time. So I don't care if it's popular or not. I just want to make sure the public is safe. And again, Mr. Lee, thank you for your support on that cadet program.
He's a talker, Mike.
Okay, thank you.
Dude's a
Last
talker.
speaker, Mr. Greenspan.
He was talking about how he had 50 guns and he was a part of the problem after a shooting. I know he didn't get rid of one of them. The guy with the dick on his back. Here we go.
Mike Greenspan, a Bruin butt-kicking Florida Gator. Yes, bail. That's a very important thing. After all, if I recall, in this country, you are innocent until proven guilty. Whereas other societies, you are guilty unless you prove your innocence. So what happens if the system's fucked up? They fucked you over, and you're sitting in jail for a case that might get even dismissed. So, I mean, certain people with bad track records should be denied bail. I don't care if they're billionaires or if they're Chinese and have flown back to China to avoid prosecution. Those people shouldn't be getting bail. They should be getting jail and sticking to it until their trial comes up. But look at people like Curley. He got bailed out. He wasn't even in custody. They bailed him out, and now he's guilty as can be. Ridley Thomas. Look at people like Englander. He got bailed out. Look at others. They get bailed out.
Curly?
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Is he talking about Curly from the Stooges?
All comments, and we can,
So that was loud.
Madam Clerk, we need to move to.
Hold on a second. I went through
that process.
Man, what is this machine doing, dude? I swear.
I understand you all met Tom.
Bro.
City Attorney.
We do not have any instructions for the general public on closed session. The council may go into closed session.
Well, no, we need to go. Yeah, we need to go into closed session. So if we could prepare the room
What
for
a
closed
piece of
session.
shit. We need to go in there because I can't stand these people anymore. We need to get all these people out of here. Let's go into closed session.
Please don't yell from the audience.
Yeah, they're pissed. What is this they put on?
Saving money and
This
energy
shit.
around your house. Did you know that LADWP is now offering cash rebates for you to retrofit your home to be more energy and water efficient? It's good for
Ridiculous.
California. And
Ridiculous. I ain't getting that mind babble from DWP. Fuck out of here. Yeah, they're fucking cowards, dude. Oh, that's how they deal with it. People, they went to a closed session for what? Fucking 5 minutes? What did they do here? 3 people? The guy with the dick on his back, Mr. Sachs. Who else am I missing? It was maybe one other? 3 people? That was it? Now they need to clear the room? I mean, it's straight clown shit. Why do you need to clear the room? because whatever you're doing, they don't want you to hear and see. Whether it's us here or them in the chambers. It's really it. It's fucking really it. Why else? I mean, if you are truly trying to be transparent about anything and everything you're doing, which is the way everything should be. So that way we don't have to call for an audit. We can see what's going on. But no, we have to call for things like audits because we don't know what's going on because there's zero transparency. You know what I mean? Let's go watch the dam starting to get backed up. Something's coming through. Uh-oh, bro. You're in the wrong spot. You're in the cross lane, dude. You need to get up out the... There you go. Get up the crosswalk. Oh, boy. So, yeah, man. I just think that's the way you got to be. Same with the cops, right? Don't encrypt the channels. Now, I get it. There should... If you ask me, I think SWAT should be encrypted. Only because those are only highly, very dangerous situations. Not to mention, even if you listen to them, the chatters at a minimum. They want to keep the channel quiet. You know what I mean? In case something starts to happen, they need to be, they don't want to be talking all the time. And they know right away what's happening and on what side of the house things are happening. So, if you ask me, those are, channels that I wouldn't mind. I don't give a shit. If you have to encrypt something, encrypt that. But every dispatch channel, your normal tactical channels, they should all be free of encryption. And that's just me. Yeah, it's 8:20, I guess there. Something like that. Right? 8:20, I would assume. 8:25, something like that. Pretty light. I mean, it's getting dark, I guess, any moment here. I mean, you can look in the window of the van. You can see no sun is up. It's getting dark. I think it's like 8:20 there. On Friday. Dang. Just fucking Dukes of Hazzard that fucking Audi over that curb. Fucking guy, dude. Bro, that ain't the General Lee, bro. It's 9:25? Seems awful light. Seems awful light. It's live. See? Look on the bottom. It's live. Yeah, fool went over that. I mean, they're like, there's a lip to it. It's, it's kind of like a speed bump, going up onto those little cobblestone. Well, not the cobblestone, but you can see they're like a tile, brick street, whatever. But, yeah, man. Food delivery. There we go. The van is blocking some shit. I don't know what he's up to, but I'm sure people won't be too happy with him. There's full parked in right there. Full parked this van right there. So that's just a dummy who don't give a fuck. Made everybody go around. Oh! I knew it was gonna happen. Oh, live on camera, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we watch it. That's why we watch it. Holy shit. This motherfucker can't drive, bro. Get the fuck out of that van, homeboy. Hey, homeboy, you need to take your wallet right now. Pull your wallet out, okay? When you get home. I don't even know if you can get home. Then I want you to take out your driver's license. Find the biggest pair of scissors you got and cut that motherfucker in half. Okay? 'Cause I don't give a fuck what country you're in. I don't give a shit that this is Holland, the Netherlands. Call it what the fuck you want. You can't drive, dog. You can't drive. You can instant replay it. T. Davis, that's the great part about being in YouTube. We might miss another one. I'm telling you, every time I turn this fucking stream off and I'm doing something in here, like literally like a minute or so after I turn, some shit like that happens. Or it's a motor scooter smashing into a bike, or I knew he was going to back into him. What a fucking idiot. What a dummy. What a fucking idiot. Stupid idiot. The worst off is this jerk off driving some big ass van. Big ass tank driving through the city. He's going to kill somebody. Didn't even need to back up, right? Could have just went. No driving waste of space. That's the guy that's in the fast lane doing 56 miles an hour when everyone else is doing about 70. Okay? And he's got 47 car lengths to the next car ahead of him. And then when you go in front of him, then he speeds up. Then you kind of wake him up a little bit. And he seems to turn to Mario Andretti. Where were you back there, asshole? I mean, really, it's really the Polish roadblock. You know what I mean? Just two cars at the same time, just holding you back. Can't get by either of them. Happens all the time here. People wonder why there's traffic. Traffic is because people like that. If people like that, who didn't give a fuck about how fast or slow they drove, just stayed to the fucking right, okay? Because if you don't give a fuck, right? Because obviously you don't. Stay to the right instead of being on the left-hand side, and you allow the faster traffic to go on the left, two things would happen. First off, the faster ones would either get caught up in getting tickets, so get the cops off the road for you. Then you could laugh, give you a good laugh. And then they would also probably not get them caught. The most of the traffic would get passed, and then it would even free up traffic for you on the right-hand side. You'd have less traffic. But I get it. You're of, low IQ. I understand these things. You can barely drive, and I don't really blame you. I blame the DMV. They hand out the licenses like candy. They tell you can drive, and you can't really drive. And that's why when you go to Europe, these folks can actually drive. They have to go for fucking like 8-9 months to learn to drive. They got to drive in rain and snow, and they got to get a certification in each bit of weather to learn to drive. Go look at the Germans. And what I always tell you is go look at the videos. Go on YouTube, which most of you are on right now. Put on YouTube. Go on fucking Autobahn videos. Okay? And I want you to watch something. Don't watch the speed that they're going. What I want you to watch is the action of the drivers. How one's driving fast in the left lane, even though the one in front of him is doing pretty quickly. And what does he do? Seeing that the traffic's coming fast behind him, he moves over to the right rather than being the prick and staying there. Okay, it's called leapfrogging. Okay, go around the next truck. Okay, you don't need to go back into that lane either. Since you're going so slow, you can stay in the right to allow, like I said, the left-hand traffic to go so they don't even have to slow down for you. Does that make sense? Go watch it. Go watch it. And in fact, when you hold up traffic on the Autobahn and you get into the wreck because you are going too slow in the left lane, you are at fault. Go look at that. You were at fault. You were impeding traffic at that point. And there's plenty of places on the Autobahn that is not, that is speed limited. There's plenty of places that are limited of speed. It's not where you just get on everywhere, and it's the majority of the open road, yes, is all no speed limit. But there's plenty of places as you come into town, it's a freeway. As you get into town, they're going to limit your speed. They do. It's like here. So again, it's about driving habit, not about speed. It's about driving habit. I know you say, well, I have just as much right to be in that left lane holding up as much as I want to. And it's usually the idiot in the Prius who's telling me he's saving the world. Well, idiot is saving the world. If you got out of my way, I'd be burning less gas and ruining the world just a little bit less. How about that? While you're busy stealing electricity from everybody. At the gym. Wherever else you go. Got it. Really is a no-brainer. It's so fucking easy. And you don't merge with your brake. You merge with your gas pedal. You don't ever get into a lane and merge with your brake. You merge with your gas pedal. There's that little tidbit of the day. It's one to grow on. But they definitely do give tickets every once in a while to people that impede traffic and drive too slow in the left lane, but not enough. It's not talked about it. And again, really don't blame those folks. They don't know any better. They're not good drivers, but people told them they were good. They went to a stupid driving school with a terrible instructor, and DMV rubber stamped it. Why? Because DMV makes money off of every little card, regardless if you ever drive. And then if you drive, it's all like we were just talking about an hour ago. Okay, you're gonna buy your car, then there's certain taxes that go to the DMV right away with your registration of the plate and all that stuff. And then every motherfucking year that sticker comes up, and then you have to do that too. So it's their little portion, their little piece of the pie. Not to mention their biggest part. DMV makes more money selling your information than anybody does. Okay, you wonder how you get on all those call lists and everything. It's DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, selling your shit. And that's it. And that's all it is. Okay, they do not care whether you ever drive. And if you get in an accident literally down the block after they just rubber stamped your license, what do they care? They're not at fucking fault. It's you. Too bad. So, insanity. Insanity, man. Motor voter registration too, yeah. Yeah, man. Information, companies have figured out that your info is really valuable. It's almost worth more than the money you're spending on the trivial product that they sell. That's not much money at all. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, they're at a closed session. They're just busy playing some stupid video. Tax to death, that's it. And then here where I'm at, it's tax to rural death. I mean, we're at the highest tax rate in the country, I think, in this state. So I don't think there's a state that has a higher tax rate than here. And I'm talking about, for like income tax. I'm not talking, funny enough as it is, the corporate tax rate is lower. And that's why they always bitch and moan, well, the corporations aren't paying their fair share. Yeah. Meanwhile, they're taxing the shit out of the middle class. It's a great smokescreen. You had to register your LLC in Nevada? Yeah, I had a friend that used to do that too. They had a house in Nevada but lived here. And they were wealthy, you know what I mean? And so his father and, the son, they would register all their cars in Nevada so they could have tint on their windows and not really get bothered. They could roll around with no front plate and have a reason. Be like, hey, I'm just here for the week. And you know what I mean? They're not really going to give you the ticket, even though you've been here for fucking years. And not have to do smog tests. So just those three things alone, you know what I mean? Cheaper registration, all of it really worked out. I mean, but they were able to do that because they also had a house there. So, or, some sort of property. So. Middle class is millionaires. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, they're part of the middle class now. And in fact, didn't they just put out a study saying anybody making, if you're making 70 grand, that you're like low income in California? I think it was 70,000 and you're considered low income in California. Low income. So 75. See, there it is. 75. Sorry, I was off 5 grand. Thank you, SD Gaming. So 75 grand. And you're still low income. That was an article that just came out the other day. So there you go, or last week or whatever. So there you have it. Just depends on really where you're at, right? Now, if I had 75 grand a year and I was living in Dubuque, Iowa, I'd be living pretty darn good. Have a really nice house, have my own car, plenty of food on the table, plenty of it, all that what matters, right? So am I, Gene. Don't trip. don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. But you should all feel good, man. Because don't forget, y'all made a lot of money today for those kiddies. So like I said, when I jump off, I'll do the whole tabulation through all the Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, everything. And I'll make the donation through the site, and then I'll take a screenshots of that shit, put it up on the Instagram. And then for the ones who don't follow on Instagram, I totally understand. It's a piece of shit site. I wouldn't want to go on it either. I'm just forced to. And I'll show you later on Friday, tonight. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock show. I'll show you on my phone. Oh, man. But, yeah, man, at least we got a little double up action. It was a little decent show today. Better than it was the other day. I'm a little concerned we haven't seen Mr. Harlan. Hopefully he's all right. It's been a couple 2 weeks, huh? I think. You're not so bad as fuck. Thanks, SL. I'm not as shitty as they say I am. I just say, SL, give it time. Give it time. I hurt a lot of feelings in here, man. I do, but I don't do it intentionally. I do me, man. You should realize that I'm just not being a puppet. I'm true to myself, regardless of whether you agree or not. And is there anybody in life, think about it, even your best friend, your mom, your dad, your uncle, brother, sisters, anybody that you agree with on everything? I can't think of anybody. That'd be kind of weird even if it was that way. Hello, look at all these, come on. I got a booter. All these pretty ladies in dresses on bikes. Get it, girls. Get it, girl. Right, River? I mean, come on now. The Cartman job better be You like the Cartman one? Telling you guys to screw off. Cartman is great, dude. He's as much as you hate. See, I'm kind of like Cartman. As much as you hate him, you still love him. Right? He says all kinds of bad things. Right? But you still love him for some reason. Why? Because he makes you laugh at some point, I guess. I don't know. Why do you like Cartman so much? Why does the world still like Cartman? Why hasn't Cartman been canceled? Don't feel bad, Ryan. I have plenty in my family, and it's unsettling, but it is what it is. No. The fact that I don't lie to you should should take it for what it is and understand that I'm not here to insult your intelligence, and because I think that would be worse, right? I mean, all these fools just playing the part. And I assure you, I haven't changed. My attitude's still the same. If you go look at all the old Be Real TV videos of me, even on there. I mean, again, we wouldn't talk as much about, maybe things that we do here, but same dude. Maybe just same dude, less tolerance for bullshit. That I have, less tolerance. I'm quicker now to call bullshit out. But it's just, it's a world of bullshit, so I just don't like it. And I don't want to be fucking around, fake folks and fake things, and so, yeah, man. It is what it is. Is France on fire again? And I don't know, Tam. Everybody seems to say so. I mean, I would assume that, you know how riots work. They don't just stop. They usually progress further and further. And, France always has some something fun going on. What is Be Real TV? Well, you can go to BeReal.tv and check it out. It's, my friend Be Real from Cypress Hill. He has his own, station. It was like a TV station. So we started, internet channel. And at first we started doing the 420 show years ago, 8 years ago or more, 10 even, about 10 years ago, probably easy. And then it became the Dr. Green Thumb show. Jonathan, I'm about to hop off, so that's why the scanner's off. And So yeah, we talk about kind of things we do here, and sometimes smoke weed. We didn't do no police chase stuff or anything like that, but just news about what's going on in the world, kind of thing. Let's go see what the Elbow Bar is doing. Oh, Elbow, they got a little daytime drinking going on. Little pre-happy hour. Yeah, Briley, it's great to see you. I'll see you tonight too. How did I meet Be Real? I actually met Muggs first. I started doing, I owned an auto detailing business. I was taking care of Muggs's cars. And then he, I'm assuming, saw Muggs's cars and asked him who was doing his cars. And then they invited me to the studio one day. So then I kind of met everybody and was doing some cars there. And that's kind of how it met. That's kind of how it started. And that's how I met Stefan, from the Deftones. He was there doing guitar tracks for them. And it's kind of how it works. I remember that day, too. I walked into the studio, and I was in awe when I was walking down the hall. There's a whole bunch of, platinum plaques, gold records of all kinds of folks. And I looked to the left, and sure as shit, man, right there, Ray Parker Jr., Ghostbusters gold record. I was like, holy shit. Ghostbusters. Fucking love that shit when I was a kid. I don't know why I loved it so much. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Yes, I was in awe of the Ray Parker Jr. because that's the same studio where they had done that. So we all respect Cartman's authority. That's it. That's it. Yeah, I don't know why I love that song so much. So yeah, it was funny. Funny little tidbit. What happened to my detail business? Oh, well, man, we got a shop. And then my friend that we used to do like auto customization, him and I started working together, doing all kinds of shit, getting the shop together. And then the shop got popular. And I don't know. Like I said, things didn't work out for my partner. He just didn't take care of the customers the way he should have. I'll leave it at that. And then what really happened was 9/11. 9/11 happened, and man, when 9/11 happened, people weren't spending money. They just weren't. Certainly not on frivolous things like putting a sound system or rims on your car or even detailing and let it just get washed. So, not between 9/11 and that kind of happening, it went awry. We'll leave it at that. No, we didn't sell the business. Had to close the business. Long story. I won't get into that, but that's why I stayed, friends with all of these people that we were working with, and my partner. He's friends with a few of them, so it is what it is. This band, I don't know. So yeah, that's really how it works. So I just ended up closing it down. Then I started working again, kind of mobily, and then that was kind of it. It just dissolved. It was too much. Then there was a water shortage where they were cracking down on people like washing mobily and things like that. So it was tough. And then to keep the rent, it's $5,000 a month for the rent, not to mention water and electricity and hiring people, and then any other expenses you might run into. Especially like chemicals, you have a lot of chemical. Well, not a lot of chemical costs, but probably $1,000 or $2, $2,000 or so maybe in chemicals, tire shine and other things. So, like I said, at that time, people just weren't spending too much money. It was just coming off of 9/11, and time was a little rough. So it is what it is. You fail. But, I don't really look at it as a complete failure. I met a lot of good people, and you learn from all the L's, man, like I said. And not that I'm a successful person, because I don't consider myself successful, but, if you look at very successful people, they're the ones who probably failed the most. They try again. That's it. Try harder. At some point in time, it's going to hit. Something's going to hit. So you don't try, nothing's going to hit. So I'd rather try 30 times and fail 30 out of 30 than try none and sit home and do nothing. So, this is what it is, Mike. Well, Terry, I mean, thank you for that. I appreciate the kind words. I mean, but realistically, the show really hasn't done anything of value other than the greatest thing that I can think of is, bringing us all together. That's a great thing. But, I mean, as far as like a true accolade, hasn't really done much. Now, again, had I just been the puppet and shut my mouth about anything and everything that was going on around the world, maybe we'd be way, bigger a number of folks. But I wouldn't be true to myself either. So whenever we do hit any kind of accolade, I can say, at least I did it my way. And that's it. To me, that's more important. I'd rather fail doing it my way. You know what I mean? That way, if it does succeed, I can say I did it my way. And still, it was okay. It worked out. And people understand real. I mean, there's a lot of people I think that they watch and they may not they do not like everything they say, but they still watch them. Like Joe Rogan. I think there's a lot of people that watch Joe Rogan, but they don't really agree with a lot of what Joe says. Do it my way. Where's my New York drop? Hold on. Wait, hold on. That was the wrong one. Or did I rename it?
Start spreading the news.
There's Frank. Can't be playing too much Sinatra, man. The gangsters will come find you. Hey, man, you owe us. You played 4 seconds of that shit. If not, we're going to bury you out in the desert. I ain't trying to get buried. I'm going to have to fucking sit there and dig my own hole out in the desert.
Yeah, take that shovel and put her to some good use.
Now the drops are of low volume. Holy shit. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. There's obviously a gremlin going on. I don't know. Maybe the mixer is going out. That's all I can say. I mean, it's 3 years old. It shouldn't be. I don't know what else to say. I don't get it. Or the only other thing I can think of is Stinks is coming in here in the middle of the night, turning all this shit on and raising the volume on everything, as straight pranking me and then turning everything off. I mean, that might be happening. He's a little devil. This cat. People love to watch a circus. This is true. So, all right, guys, speaking of circuses, we'll be on tonight. So let me get off right now. Let me tabulate all of the donos that you guys gave so we can get that going for the kiddies and donate that before the show tonight. I appreciate everything you did tonight, or rather today, this morning, for me and for the kiddies. Thank you for all the thumbs ups. Thank you for all the... Look at this fool walking. Bro, you don't have to walk like you fucking lift. You even lift, bro? Like, bro, relax, homie. Fucking He-Man. All right, so yeah. I will. I don't know about a 7-hour break. I got eBay listings and all that other stuff to do. I won't be breaking, but hopefully you got a 7-hour break. But I'll see you guys at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight. I'll give you all the info on the donos. Thank you again for everything. Oh, it looks like a perfect timing because it looks like I'm going gray screen. Holy shit. So, yeah, there we go. Perfect timing to get the fuck out of here. That is the sign. So, thank you guys so much for everything. I love y'all. Please be safe. Have a fantastic Friday. And hopefully you guys will come back tonight.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I was supposed to play the other one. Hold on. Not that one. Hold on.
Yeah, you guys.